We are live.
Welcome to Subjectively Correct, episode 25. First try. Nailed it.
First
And
try.
uh we got to talk about something good again. Night of the Seven Kingdoms. And nothing too bad's happened since, so I don't know that there's even any reason to go through anything on Twitter. So, I guess I haven't even looked, in fairness. I've seen more God of War castings, but I don't have any faith that it's okay, well, apparently the Dune 3 trailer is complete and will release soon. So, that's like
Oh, so we have like a teaser for the teaser for the teaser.
yes,
They're
this is
teasing the
Timothy
fact that they're gonna
Chalamet.
drop a teaser
Timothy
soon.
Chalamet says the teaser will release of the teaser to tease. And GTA 6 is apparently still releasing in November. So,
Rusted
there's
orange. Corroded
that.
orange. Blimp.
Yeah, other than that, I don't think there's been anything new that's been like announced or anything. So, that's
We like just get to talk about a show we like.
Nah, wait. First, I got to rant, dude. I got to rant about Quidditch. I'm sure I don't know if this is a common take or not, but Quidditch might be the dumbest thing ever.
No, it's a terrible sport. It's a horrible sport.
Just for context. Wait, why are you talking about? Why are you doing? Hold up. I just pressed a button on Ninja and it just broke my stream. All right, we're good. Um, and yeah, like, bro. So I'm listening to the full cast audiobooks. This is the first time I've
Right.
ever read Harry Potter or anything. So, I'm just listening to it. And so talking about Quidditch. Now I knew that there was some dumb rules with Quidditch, but it's just funny how stupid it is.
Yeah,
Of like
it's
it's
ridiculous.
you get 10 points to score a goal, and then obviously the game doesn't end until someone catches the golden snitch, and it's 150 points to catch it, which means you could be dominating, score 15 straight goals unanswered, and you're up 150. And if they catch the golden snitch, it ends in a tie. Is there any rules of it?
I don't even remember if there's rules about ties, honestly.
But dude, it's just even stupider though, because in the first Quidditch match, which is like it's Slytherin versus Gryffindor, Harry's going for the snitch, and it's like 3 minutes into the game also, so it's like everyone loaded up for the game, and now it's like 3 minutes in and it's about to be over. But
Yeah.
anyway, he's going for it, and then one of the Slytherin guys fouls him, and they're like, "You almost killed Harry. That'll be one free basket that you get." So I'm like sitting there, I'm like, hold on, why wouldn't you just foul everybody when they went for the snitch? If it's only 10 points, you're giving up 10 points as opposed to 150.
Yeah, you can foul 14 times if you still get the snitch.
Yes, exactly.
You can just have somebody fly right behind their seeker and beat the shit out of them
There's
for
literally
14
no reason.
times.
And even then, there's no reason, if the seeker is going for it, there's no reason for you to not just like foul them, because
Yeah.
there's no world in which
Plus,
giving up 150
like,
and the game ending is better than giving up a free basket. And it's
fouling
not even like guaranteed 10. They still have to throw it. Like, they still have to make the basket.
and fouling also doesn't make sense because of the I can't remember what they're called off the top of my head, but the balls that like chase them around and try to
Yes,
like
it's
murder
just
them,
giant
and then the beaters that like hit the cannonballs at people. It's like, how can you foul in a sport where I'm like baseball whacking
and there's no like
a
safety.
cannonball at your head, and then if they fall, they just die.
just and then you got Snape, and I know Snape like hates Harry because I know a little bit about it. He like hates him because he's James Potter's
He
son.
just looks
but
like James.
yeah, but then he's trying to execute him in the first Quidditch. He's like he like did the equivalent of like loosening the nuts on someone's car, knowing they're gonna be driving on the interstate in and out. It's like I'm like all right, dude. Like, I get you hate the guy, but like, he's 10 and you're trying to kill him.
Yeah.
You're trying to murder a 10-year-old right now, Snape.
Yeah, you'll see what's going on more with that later. But yeah,
Yeah,
no,
it's
it
just
is
funny. I know
ridiculous.
a
Like
little bit,
out of
but it's
the
so
incredibly public Quidditch match, that a wizard would just be like, and everyone around them knows what spells are, so they should be like, what the hell are
only-
you?
it's
Are you
only
murdering a
Hermione.
10-year-old?
It's
It's only Hermione
like,
from like
3
across
sections
the
up with
stage.
binoculars and is like, hold on.
Yeah, and
This
it's like
guy's doing a blood ritual in the middle
also
of the stadium.
the
He's
stands.
like
It's like
executing a virgin in the front
it's
of the middle of the stand.
it's like how did they get over to him so fast? Because the stands are like 1,000,000,000 feet in the air, and you'd have to go
it
like
took a
all the
while.
way
It took a
down
while
on
based
the
off what they
It's
describe in the book.
took a
It's
little
like
while.
Slytherin's like blowing him out, and like Ron was like, "What's taking her so long?" And then she's like, "Fire," and he catches on fire.
Yeah.
I'm like, you could have just done anything else.
You could have just been like, "Yo!" You
Yeah.
could have like
Hey,
caused
whoa!
a commotion and been like, "Hey, fellow,
Hagrid was sitting right next to
hey,
them.
fellow students and teachers, he's trying to murder a 10-year-old."
And Hagrid was literally sitting right next. I know Hagrid like doesn't really believe them at first, but like I feel like if he looks over and Snape's just like,
And she's like, "Oh, blah,
and
blah, 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 blah."
he's not blinking. Like that's something that's mentioned. Is like
Yeah.
he can't blink because he loses his jinx if he blinks. So I'm like, as much
And-
as
and then-
Hagrid might not believe them, I think if he watched him for 32 seconds, it would be like,
Bro, and then
oh.
for the rest of the series, no one ever does a jinx again. Like at the Quidditch World Cup, not a single person tries to jinx somebody.
Yeah,
I'm
I
sure
was
there's
sitting there, I'm
some
like,
kind of like magic crap that they can't, but that's like you just
Yeah,
introduce
like-
that in book 1, and then you're like, yeah, they never do
like-
that again.
I like the idea behind having a good like a sport that goes with it. And it's like you got the school sports and stuff. I'm just sitting there, I'm like, this is the dumbest.
Yeah,
There's no
it's a-
timer. It ends
a
when they
weird-
catch the instant win ball.
Yeah, in theory, it
Like,
can
imagine
go,
you're
it can
playing-
go for like weeks, and then
Or it can
people
go
have
for
like died in
seconds.
storms.
You
Yeah,
can go for seconds.
yeah.
Yeah, it's like they swole Wood, which, dude, J.K. Rowling can't name characters. It's so funny. Like she does a great job with world building. She cannot think of like
No.
names that don't sound insane for the life of her. It's one thing that like, okay, this isn't insane. This is obviously, but Tolkien, right? Like every character in The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings,
Has
like their
17
name doesn't,
names.
but their name doesn't like, it doesn't. It's not distractingly like what. You
Yeah, like
hear it,
Frodo's name isn't like Ring Guy or something like.
like it doesn't sound. Yeah, it's not Frodo, carrier of the One Ring to rule them all. Anitis, like it's
Yeah,
like that's
yeah.
but like yeah, like all the names I hear that aren't anyone's I hear that aren't normal or that sound normal, I basically just assume she stole from a grave. But 'cause
Yeah.
I know that's a thing now. And anyone's that like I was like, she's not that bad. She thought of Tom Riddle, and then I find out that's just on a gravestone in Edinburgh where she was writing the book, and I was like, oh,
Oh, all right. Okay, cool.
yeah, but like I like the idea of it, but I was just like, dude, imagine the Super Bowl, right? This Sunday when the Super Bowl's going on. It's like game kicks off, all 11 guys are playing, and then the smallest guy who's also runs the fastest and the other team's smallest guy is in the parking lot trying to find the golden football while cannonballs are shot at them. Like I don't even mind the cannonballs flying at people trying to execute them, but like it's just the idea of like these guys are just searching for the instant win ball. It's like,
And there's also like no safety mechanic for like falling to your death.
yes, that doesn't make any sense to me.
It's like oh, but it's a super dangerous sport. It's like, okay, well this like what?
There's no net. Why wouldn't there be a net?
Bro, in the third one, the school like practically it doesn't shut down, but it like borderline shuts down because a guy escapes from prison. Like they do that, but then Quidditch, like the most popular wizard sport on the planet, it's just like I mean they can just like fall and die. Who cares?
Yeah, dude. I'm
Or,
like,
or they
what
they
is
don't
that?
have like they don't have like a crew of wizards on the ground like waiting to catch people that fall
Yes.
to their death. It
Like,
just
there's a-
happens like he falls
there's
at
a
one
line
point
where
and
it's like-
Gandalf or and Dumbledore catches him.
Yeah, well, let's watch who we're
And
comparing. here,
dollar
right?
store Gandalf catches Harry.
Gandalf smokes Dumbledore any day of the
It's
week.
not even close.
And no, it's just funny because there's a line about like Harry's like whenever they're starting to find out he's in it, he's like there's some are telling him he's amazing and others are saying they're gonna be running around on the ground with a mattress to catch him when he falls. I'm like, wait, so that's just not there's not something to catch them if
yeah,
they
like,
fall?
they just die.
and And then their game plan was, Harry, go up to 10,000 feet at cruising altitude and wait until the instant wind mechanic drops out of the sky, and then swoop down as fast as you can in a dive bomb and grab it and hope you can pull up in time. And he wins by swallowing it.
Yeah. Yeah. And also, he stands on his broom to grab it instead of just. He'd be less aerodynamic and go slower, but he stands on his broom, where he would fall and dive.
I'm almost done with the first book. It's fun, it's decent, but it's just there's some things.
There's a lot of goofy stuff.
I'm just like, what is? Which I get. It's a young adult book. It's not like it's not it's not a fully like grown book. It's a fun creative world, but there's interesting stuff in it. And then I'm just getting to the part I'm like, dude, this is the dumbest design for a sport ever. Like, there's no way that
this sport was made by someone who doesn't watch sports at all, because they'd be like, this sucks. I don't want to watch this crap. The Triwizard Tournament is even worse. It's supposed to be like the Super Bowl's great aunt's Super Bowl. Like, it's the best thing ever. And it's just like you can't see anything the entire time. There's like one event that you can actually watch kind of for half the time.
Yeah. And what was I even about to say? I was about to say something. Oh, I completely forgot. It was we were on that line. I can't even remember now. It's just completely blank. The voice of Hermione is the girl who's going to be playing her in the show, though. So that's kind of cool. And she has a good voice. She gives out the impression of like someone who I'd be deeply annoyed with, and I went to school with them.
That's actually perfect.
Just kind of the goal they're going for. So
that's exactly her character. Is it's like the first half they're annoyed by her and they don't like her, and they're like, actually, she's a really good person. She's just also annoying.
Well, now they're like, she's annoying, and then she almost dies to a troll because they lock it in a bathroom with her, and then they're like, oh,
that was kind of our fault.
All right, fine.
All right, you can hang out with us.
You can hang out with us. It's all good.
And then she just saves their lives like 50 times.
Yeah.
Because she's the only one in the entire wizarding world who's like, yo, I can do magic now. I want to do magic.
Yeah. Yeah, she's like, I've memorized everything, and
it's like that's what any person who could suddenly do magic after being normal their whole life would do.
Yeah, Harry was like, I read all the books and then I forgot everything.
I don't know anything. I can make a light. Like, what?
Cool, bro.
You had to live in like.
Yeah, you were living in Hitler's house, bro. Yeah. By the way, did the Dursleys ever get any other character development, or are they just always like spawn of Satan?
They're pretty much comically evil, and then Dudley eventually gets kind of a redemption where he's like, yo, that was kind of messed up what we did here. My bad, bro.
At least there's something like that, because I'm just sitting here and I'm like,
and then I think Petunia might have like one moment where she talks about Harry's mom, but I don't remember if it was like actually in the books, or if it was I don't think it was a movie thing, but there might have been a deleted scene in the movie. Because I know in the movies there's like a deleted scene where Dudley's like, hey, yo, I'm sorry, bro. That was messed up.
Yeah, because when I was first listening, I was like, all right, look, I get that they don't like him for reasons that somewhat make sense. At the same time, again, he's 10 years old, and they're like, go sleep in the wardrobe.
Go sleep under the stairs, you piece.
And they were just gonna ditch him in the main in King's Cross station in London. Like, they just abandoned him out there. Like, go find platform 9 3/4, dummy.
Which they would think wasn't real.
Exactly.
Which, from their perspective, he was just gonna be stuck there.
Exactly. I was just like, all right, these guys are a little too evil. Like,
or I guess Petunia might have known because Lily went to Hogwarts, but like, I don't think she was super curious about. She wasn't like. I'm just saying, I don't think Petunia was super curious asking questions about how Lily got there, because she just hated her.
He was actively like, 9, 10. There's no 9 3/4. Here's this 300-pound suitcase, then sprinted off the platform. It's like, okay.
It's like, what?
You didn't have to keep him. You could have just.
Also, like, what were Muggle parents supposed to do if they didn't happen to bump into a nice wizard family at the exact time they got there? Like, there's other, like Hermione's parents, where they just like, Probably just like run at that wall or something.
They might have got better description or something. I don't know.
They might have, but you'd think they'd give it to Harry when
Well,
they literally know
Hermione
he's living
probably.
with Hitler and Hitlerette, like
and Lil Hitler.
and Lil Hitler,
Lil Hit.
Hit Junior,
Lil Hit. Yeah. Hit. Well, I guess Hit the third.
hit the
Big A the third.
Big A Junior.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. I don't. How's Arc Raiders going? You still been on the Arc
Yeah,
Raiders grind?
I've been on the grind. It's currently like it's my favorite game that I'm playing right now. It's pretty fun. I'm enjoying
Dude,
it.
I've not played in a minute.
I enjoy playing an extraction shooter where if I die, I don't lose literally
It's not
everything
the most
I've ever
stressful,
gotten.
insane thing ever.
Yeah, like I don't go in and I'm like, oh man, if I die, I'm gonna like Hunt Showdown. I would die and I delete.
You lose
the
your
game.
the Hunt Showdown's different though because it's like
You lose your character,
levels.
you lose everything.
Whereas
so
like
Hunt
with,
Showdown,
like,
if you
Tarkov or
die,
whatever, it's just guns and stuff like that.
Yeah,
but Hunt Showdown is
yeah.
like your characters that are leveled up and their abilities that it's like no,
it's like literally everything is on the line every time.
like
I play
imagine
the
you're
game.
playing Spider-Man on the PS4 and then
if you
you're
die,
like,
you have
towards the
to
end of the mission,
start
you
the
die
game
and you
over.
lose. Not even start the game over. You just lose all of your skill points that you've gotten used to playing with in the game.
Yeah.
So now they're just gone. You know, you can still play it, but it's just going to be an insanely different experience because you're not like every time I've started a new Spider-Man playthrough, I'm like, I got no movement. This is terrible because normally
I'm like slow.
I'm zipping around the city doing crazy movement in Spider-Man, and then I start a new one, and I'm like trying to get down to Times Square in the opening mission. I'm just like, holy, I only got one web zip, and I am
they're cooked. I'm not getting there in time.
I'm better taking a
Kingpin's killing.
taxi. Holy.
Kingpin's killing everybody.
Holy, better off taking a taxi at this rate. You know, it's like, yeah, dude. So, I mean, I like Arc Raiders enough. It's the same problem I got with a lot of extraction shooters where I'm kind of like, what's the goal here?
Yeah.
Like, where I'm sitting here looking at it, I'm like, you know, it's like, okay, I could keep going in, getting some cool stuff and keep moving, but eventually I'm just going to be like, okay, what am I still trying to accomplish? Even at this point, you know, so maybe I'll hop back in at some point. But I got COD ranked tomorrow actually, so I'll be in that soon.
Yeah,
but I got a new controller, so it's not here yet. But
dude, my my Elite controller, the right stick broke and it doesn't click anymore.
Nice.
So I'm back to using my like.
Well, I have like
30 controller.
Different controllers.
I might have to snag a little scuff from you.
Yeah,
I was playing with it without paddles. I was like, I'm cooked.
You can go find you like a Cronus back. Just don't use any of the cheats that Cronus has come with. Otherwise, you might get banned from games. But that's what, dude. So
I was gonna ask you to give me like a good scuff to find, but
yeah. So for anyone who's unaware, I have a crippling addiction to purchasing controllers.
Yeah.
It's finally reached final form. Like I don't think I can.
You should get a display for them because some of them are pretty cool.
I essentially cannot buy any more. I have now collected every kind of controller once this next one comes. So I got a custom Battle Beaver finally, which is like the ultimate tier. I will not reveal how much it cost because it was expensive. Because I pretty much put every customizable option you could on it, like, which is very expensive at Battle Beaver. So it's got 6 back buttons, which is like insanely overkill.
Yeah.
But I was kind of like, I mean, if I'm already spending the money, I may as well get the extra too.
Yeah.
This is my main one still. I still rocking the optic scuff right now.
Yeah.
But which is fire, but I hate the back buttons on it. Where because you're supposed to do it with like one finger.
Yeah, no, I don't like
that.
And
I just never got used to it. So
I saw one where it was like one set.
You can do it with 2, but
one set of extra buttons on the back, and then one that's like a third button on the top, kind of. Which I thought was kind of interesting.
No, I
but
can't.
I would prefer just 2 buttons on the back.
I had this one for a while. It's all hairy because I haven't used it in a long time now. But this was the Victrix Gambit controller, dude. I'm not unwrapping it, but it's actually pretty nice. I don't dislike this one. It's got better buttons.
Yeah.
Just the trigger stops are not that good in my opinion. So Battle Beaver, I know are literally mouse clicks because I knew someone who got a Battle Beaver and I like tried it. He let me try it out for like a couple days, and I was like, oh, that's not good. I'm buying one of these at some point.
Yeah.
And I finally did. So it's coming in. I did get. It's got a fire case. It's the Donut Odyssey case. For anyone wants to look at it, and it's like, it's primo. But yeah, it was expensive. It was not a cheap. It was not a cheap purchase, and I will not. And I also paid the extra $30 that they made it, and like it should be here in the next 2 weeks because like they're like a month behind, and it takes them like a month after you order it anyway. So they're just now getting like December 22nd. That's what they're building today.
Oh.
Controllers ordered on December 22nd. I ordered mine like 3 days ago. So yeah, I was like, yeah, I'll pay the extra $30 to get the 5 to 10 day boost and try to get it here a little sooner. So fingers crossed, it should be here within 2 weeks. And then I genuinely don't think I can buy any other controller. Like, I don't think there's anything left for me to buy at that point.
Just like cosmetic stuff, I guess.
Yeah, but I'm probably not going to. Like, genuinely, this is the final form of like controllers I can waste money on. It started when my Elite started going bad. Because once the Elite starts going bad, I was kind of like, all right, whatever, I'll find a new one. You know, there's some cheaper back button ones out there that I was rocking for a little while, and I need to go back to the 4. And then I was kind of like, all right, but I kind of want to try this other one. And I was finally like, all right, I'm going to get a Scuff. And now I'm kind of like, all right, I'll go all the way get the Battle Beaver now. So we'll see if I hope it's as fire as it looks, because it was pretty. I was cooking up on the design. It was like, remember? Did you ever back in the day on the Nike shoe, like make your custom Nike shoes or whatever?
Yeah,
and you're like, these are sick, and it's like the ugliest
fire,
thing you've ever made.
Get them. Yeah,
but you would always be, yeah. That was basically what I was doing. I was sitting there like, yo, that's fire, that's peak. Add that to cart. And I look at the total. I'm like, oh,
nah, I'm good.
Yeah, dude, take a. I'm just curious. What would your guess be on the cost?
I'm assuming. Okay, it's gonna be way more than an Elite controller. I'd say like $200, $300. More? Is it like $350? 400?
I think it was around $400.
Oh my God, Caleb!
Dude, I'm using my tax return money on it.
Caleb, 400 is diabolical.
There's a reason it was the final form, and it's like the last.
That's diabolical, bro. 400.
I'll check the actual cost for a second.
Yeah, you might have a problem, bro.
I don't anymore because I bought everything now.
Oh, that's true. You finished.
You
broke through the other side.
At least I'm not spending money on heroin. Like, you know.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
I'd rather be addicted to buying controllers than buying drugs.
Fair.
Yeah, well, in fairness, the list of things that I bought were insanely long. Like, everything is gonna. It has like, and I think the thing that really cost the most was the fact that I got the thumbsticks that should never get stick drift. Again, once it was above 200, I was like, okay, I like, if I'm actually gonna buy this, I'm spending all this money anyway. I better get all this stuff to make it not explode within a year.
Yeah, because then it's like you waste 200 instead of using 4 and having it for a long time. That makes sense.
Exactly. And at the same time, adding a remap chip, because they can auto like hard code the back buttons to always be what you use, or you can add a remap. And I don't really need the remap, but I was kind of like, I'll do it just in case, because I don't know. Just in case. I'd rather just have it.
That is the good thing about the Elite, is you can remap whenever you want.
That's the good thing about every controller other than like just a base Battle Beaver, but I didn't mind it. So I was like, dude, you know what? This is final form. I'll just get everything.
Just pull out all the stops for it.
Yeah, we'll just do this. Well, I'm also not spending money on food, so I have a lot of extra money to just waste on buying a controller. So
fair,
dude. I can't even. I didn't even get a receipt. Hold on.
That is the best method for cutting is just not having enough money to eat food.
Yo, that was even more than I remembered it being.
How much are we talking? Not quite 5, but over
474.
Damn.
Let me look. Do they even have the individual prices listed? I think so. What was the biggest? So it starts at $90. Like that's the base controller. And then the more you add, the more expensive it gets. So
You went from 90 to you added almost $400.
let's see. What's $40? Yeah. So well, I got smart face buttons, which I'm gonna be honest, I don't even know what they do. And I don't even know that I need them.
From the original 90 to your final 470, you added a month of my rent to your controller. Without utilities, you added a month of rent.
I got a big Christmas bonus, all right, and I got a good tax return. So.
That's fair. That's a good combo.
Exactly. Yeah. Although I did also just buy tickets to go to the CDL World Championship, which that was expensive too.
Where's it at this year?
Vegas.
Oh, nice.
Be in Vegas in July.
Are you going with anybody or just
my dad and Dylan?
Nice.
Big Dill.
Nice.
He's
Big
going.
Dill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which that was all savings money. I have most of my money in savings. So,
yeah.
I'm not sitting here. I don't have $0 in my checking account now because I got a custom controller. So, there's that. But yeah, it was expensive. There's also a shipping and tax because it's not like Amazon.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, so it is over 500 though if you add in the Beaver boost where they'll be here in days.
Little 535.
Dude, once I was at 475, I'm like, I'm not waiting 2 months to use this thing. I'll just pay.
Yeah, no. If you drop 400 over four, if
I
you drop
need that
$475 on a controller, you can drop 30 more to have it in the next month.
Yeah. Hey, platinum on Call of Duty never looked so elite. Bro.
True.
I know no one plays COD rank. That's not that high, by the way, in case you're wondering.
That is not the highest, by the way.
It's not even close to the highest. I'm a higher ranked player than platinum. I just play with idiots. So yeah, but even Corbin,
Corbin, yeah, bro.
Or the Frosty Chef.
Corbin's dumber than I am. He's just better at COD.
The Frosty Chef.
Yeah, bro, the worst rebrand of all time. He's never getting invited back on the show.
I'm not shouting him out.
I don't care about FNAF 3. If it comes out, we're not having him on the show.
Dude, I have an F1 podcast with him, bro.
Oh, bro, you're cooked.
Yeah. I mean, I was like, what is this name? But I see what he's trying to
I know what he was going for, but it was like, bro, that's just not a tough name.
I don't even really know what he was going for, but I see why he got the idea and he thought it was a good idea. But
yeah, he thought it was like you
got like the burnt peanut or the Russian badger. You got the and then 2 words, and then he was like, "That's me." And
those are 2 words. He just it felt like an Xbox random generated name.
You know what's funny is I was on his stream helping him, and I sent him a link to an Xbox random name generator. There are actually some bangers in there. I'm not gonna lie, there were some bangers, but yeah, he probably should have just gone with Airtight Con.
Airtight Con 117.
That genuinely might have been better than the
might be better than the Frosty Chef.
He's also got to go away from this AI profile picture thing,
bro. It's bad. It doesn't look good. It doesn't.
Yeah,
look
like
good.
the Studio Ghibli AI stuff looks decent some of the time, but not every single thing you ever make.
No.
Plus, all time.
The old one was like it was okay, but this one it just looks terrible. We should screen share his new channel to show how much it sucks.
Nah, it doesn't suck. It's good if you have ADHD and.
Oh, whoa, that's way worse than I remember. Oh my god, that's the worst profile picture I've ever seen.
I haven't actually looked that close.
Oh,
that is not great.
It's bad, bro. You can tell it's AI because of the collar looks bad.
Oh yeah, he's shirtless, but he has a collar on.
Yeah.
Here, this is a blurry version of it, but that's a design.
Yeah, I love the guy, but also one of his videos is called FNAF Character Tier List Gets Freaky. So that's the content we're dealing with here.
Yeah, he doesn't exactly have a very structured content.
No,
it's kind of going with the just spam out videos, and it's kind of working. He's got 72 subscribers, so I think his reels kind of doing numbers. He does some numbers on his reels.
His shorts, he had like a couple thousand on one of them.
You know
He has,
why?
like,
It's because he's short. It's because his shorts.
1,500.
It's because his shorts
They're
have
like the most
have a,
YouTube shorts of all
but not
time.
even that. They just have a genre that it actually sticks in.
Yeah,
He's
it's
not
like
uploading.
95. It's 95%
It's
WWE.
all WWE.
Well, no, he has a couple Pokemon. He was doing the card of the day thing for a bit. He has the one like food thing, but it's mostly the thing that he sticks with most consistently is his highest performing videos, which should tell you something.
And also, it doesn't kill your channel in an algorithm when you're like watching. If they upload WWE reaction, whatever, does 1,000 views, and then next week you upload, let's just go to his main videos. You upload, yo, this game got hands Fortnite vending machine challenge. And the algorithm doesn't really know what to do with all that, and it's gonna just
Yeah, I am so bad.
you.
Fortnite one house challenge.
Yeah, let's check out this channel. How many videos they got? Oh.
Okay, well, okay. I do actually. I'll pull up the Final Cut file right now.
Yeah, sure you will, bro.
It'll probably be about an hour-long video, is what we're looking at.
Only an hour?
But I'm trying to. I was trying to come up with a title that wasn't just plagiarizing your
something that wasn't writing cancer. This is also his new,
not even writing the Forgotten Show. I was trying not to steal your Creature Commandos thing, but I was like, that's what I want to call it because nobody
whoa,
remembers.
Whoa. $1.4 billion. Definitely not forgotten, bro.
Bro, no one has talked about it since 3 days after the release. In 2026, like
us
less
Cameron
than a month,
bros remember.
Bro, Cameron Bros do not exist.
Yes, they do. They're just Chinese.
They do not exist.
They do. They are Chinese.
Maybe, bro. I don't.
This is Corbin's new stream thumbnail, I guess. That he's rocking with here. He's got the outside of the cabin.
That is horrible.
Yeah, I was really confused when he was going live. I guess he was testing stuff. Yeah, you know what? Corbin's got his own thing going. He's got 72 subscribers. That's not bad.
Hey,
it's pretty good.
Good for him.
I'm guessing
bro.
a lot of them are short subscribers, but you know, I don't know that the rebrand's gonna help, but maybe it will.
I think the rebrand is gonna hurt quite a bit.
I don't know that it'll hurt, dude. His channel's insane.
The Freestyle was a good name though because he does a lot of random crap, and it's just like
rebranded
his
that
ADHD brain. Bro, what's he doing?
He did. It's the zigzag now. Because
that one, yeah, that's like he keeps that one pretty on brand, so that makes sense though. I don't know, man. I don't know. I love the guy, but whatever. Let's
I don't
talk
think you're
about
allowed to talk. I don't know that you're allowed to talk until you upload a video. Whoa, this is
no, I really can't.
Whoa,
it's about to be. It's about.
Oh, it's kind of a banger.
Yo, ooh, that looks like a really tough podcast. Ooh.
Oh, wow.
I wonder who made those thumbnails. It was probably Corbin, right?
Let's take a look at Corbin's here. Yeah, that's the same.
Take a look at Corbin's.
And then these. Which, by the way, this is a banger thumbnail here. Oh wait, can you even see this? Did I just close out the 1 second? This is. I got during the title battle was getting lit. There was some couple of banger thumbnails here. This the Civil War one's a pretty big banger. So Captain America Civil War, whatever there. But all right, enough random yapping. We gotta talk about. Are you pulling something up over there? Or are you?
No, sorry, I was just checking something.
Okay, we had to talk about A Night of the Seven Kingdoms. I guess we you know what we can't talk about is Wonder Man because neither of us have seen it, and that would fit us in with the majority of the population.
Yeah, so this is a pretty grounded, like, you know, we're just like you kind of show. So just like you, we haven't seen Wonder Man. I'm trying to stay relatable. I'm trying to stay relatable with the masses here. I'm not watching a show nobody's watching because listen, I'm trying to stay relatable.
I thought you were like trying to do like Marvel talking about Wonder Man, but that was so much funnier.
Nope. I'm trying to stay relatable to the masses. They haven't seen it. I'm not watching.
I was
we're a
watching the Call
grounded
of Duty
show.
League major this weekend, so it was banger major, and I didn't want to watch Wonder Man after I was watching that all day, and I was like, yeah, I'm
Yeah,
just not gonna
well,
watch.
Caleb, you mentioned Spider-Man: Homecoming and all 3 Captain America movies, so I spent my entire weekend watching all 4 of those movies.
Well, in my defense, Daredevil
And the-
season 3, Daredevil season 1, 2, and 3, Daredevil season 1, 2, and 3.
no, no, no!
Moblin.
Get out! Actually, after A Night of the Seven Kingdoms, I do plan on watching Mobland because I finally got my Paramount back, so I don't have to watch it on a boat. So I have one less excuse than I did before. So I actually do think I
it's
will
supposed to come
watch
out
it
this year. Actually, I think they're trying to get it out 26.
next
We do
season.
have the Gentleman. Yes, I do. And we do have the Gentleman this year.
Then I might not watch it until season 2 comes out. I'm
No,
just kidding.
just
I'm
watch
just
it.
kidding. I'm kidding.
Wait, but the Gentleman does have Daniel Ings, who's in Night of Seven Kingdoms. Transition. We're gonna talk about Night of Seven Kingdoms. Hey.
All
right. Episode 3, The Squire.
This episode's about the Squire.
Wow. Before we start, spoiler-free review of this episode, what were your thoughts?
Spoiler-free, I thought it was a good episode. It spent a lot of time humanizing Egg and showing, it kind of shows both parts of him, because on one hand, he is, for his age, he's super wise, he's super intelligent, he knows a lot, but he's also like a 10-year-old kid. He is super smart, but he is also just a kid, whereas Dunk is kind of, he's Dunk the Lunk, thick as a castle wall. He doesn't know a lot of stuff, but he knows a little more of, he's more mature as a person, but he doesn't know as much, whereas Egg is super smart, but he's still just a kid. And this episode does a fantastic job of adapting the book very well. It shows how Dunk kind of is a hedge knight is the truest form of a knight, because Dunk just kind of jumps into doing the right thing without thinking of the massive consequences of doing so, because it's the right thing to do, which 99% of Game of Thrones characters would not do.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't watch it till last night. Again, busy, because otherwise I would have been watching Wonder Man already. So unfortunately, now I no longer have an excuse. Good news, we actually get it on Friday this week.
Mm-hmm. Pumped.
Because of the Super Bowl. So
but then we have to wait longer for the next one. So it's like,
but yeah. Well, I think episode 5 is going to be the big episode. It seems like.
Yeah,
so.
I think episode 5 is going to be the biggest one.
But yeah. Well, I don't know about the longest, but biggest for sure.
I mean, biggest available.
We'll see. I don't know, but yeah, that one, I thought it was pretty good. What kind of stuck out to me, I was so excited once it started. I was like, let's go, more Dunk and Egg, and I kind of thought about it, and I was like, these guys have only haven't had a relationship of any kind for a single episode, because they weren't really together in episode 1. So it's kind of it's kind of crazy just how easily they were it's you're just in, you're just let's see what these two are up to now.
Yeah.
You're cheering for their their friendship essentially. And it's
they've done such a good job.
30 minutes. You've only actually been with them as companions for 30 minutes so far.
Yeah.
So that kind of stuck out to me as oh, that's interesting. But and then this episode had some good Egg stuff, big reveal, which we're not saying yet, but we've talked about before,
we've talked about it in our spoiler sections, but has a big reveal about Egg, and shows
all about the Squire.
Shows Dunk's character very well. I loved the start of the episode. Wasn't in the books. But I loved the start of the episode.
I wish there was more jousting. That's probably my only complaint. I wish there was some more jousting in this episode.
Yeah. Because
I'm also a little we haven't actually seen Dunk do anything yet, and I'm kind of getting a little bit impatient, maybe of all right, I get it. He wants to be a knight. Let's kind of get it going a bit. I'm ready to. Feel like we've been setting this up. I'm ready to go now. So I'm assuming at this point, hopefully episode 4. If episode 4 doesn't happen, I'll just be like, all right, what are we doing here? When's Dunk gonna do something? All right, this is getting a little insane. There's a little bit at the end that he does something, but as far as actually participating in anything. So we'll see. I think it was a great episode. Not quite as good as episode 2. Wish there was some more Lionel Baratheon in it, because he might be my favorite character in the show.
Yeah,
but
he's really good.
We'll go to the spoiler section. Let's check out the spoilers. So there's spoilers if you haven't seen the episode yet.
Go
whoever's
watch
here.
the episode if you're still here and you haven't watched it.
Do we have this? I can't
Yeah,
see
no,
it.
sorry. So,
Okay.
sorry, spoilers are up.
Yeah, I can't see it. So yeah, we get the big reveal in this one. Egg is he's
Egg
he's
is Aegon Targaryen,
Whoa,
the
whoa.
fourth
I guess there
son
was
of the
also
fourth son.
there's some big hints that were like that are like give big clues on the tragedy of something
Yeah,
that was like
yeah,
but
yeah.
like it's that the one thing that's like never really like even in the books not even really been explained what's happened.
Yeah,
So
it's
like
pretty much just like you know the ending, but you don't know anything about it really, except for some skeptical stuff where it's like basically Aegon was probably doing something with fire to try to bring the dragons back.
something and
Which I like that they've already had Egg like. Actually, never mind. That was in the books. I just made that up. But yeah, no, that's generally what's gonna happen. Sorry, in the books,
so
Egg
that
talks
was,
about wanting to bring like dragons back, but he hasn't.
well, we might get that at some point, but
Maybe.
who knows? We got that was some big that was a big kind of thing. I know that a lot of the A Song of Ice and Fire fans were like, "Whoa, we got something new," which that just kind of tells you it's one
They're
line
starved,
from
bro.
one.
They're
It's one line from
starved.
one random person, like
Not
15
even
minutes
in the books.
into episode 3, and they were like, "Oh my gosh!" So I feel bad for him, dude.
Yeah. Bro,
Oh my god, dude! Here's the problem. I'm gonna watch Game. There's nothing that's gonna be able to stop me now. It's like at some point I will now have to watch Game of Thrones. I'm sitting here like, dude, I know the first 5 seasons are so good, and this is so good, so I gotta watch it at some point.
Yeah.
And I hate that because that means I don't know where I'm gonna. I don't know if I'll like stop it at like after season 6 or 5 or something. I don't know. I don't know what I'll do. But at some point, I'm like, I know now that I'm gonna end up having to watch it.
I think you just have to the mindset you have to go in with season 6 is like this is gonna suck. It's gonna hurt some characters, but overall it's not horrible. And then 7 and 8, you have to go into it like
I don't know that I'll
this
watch
sucks,
it,
and
dude.
you have to go into it like being ready to laugh at how bad it is,
I
and
don't
you
know that
can't
I
take
can.
you just can't take it seriously. But it's hard not to because like there are long episodes and you have to watch it for a while. It's hard not to take it seriously.
Yeah,
but
I think once I inevitably go through it, I'm not gonna be. I will at most get through 6 of the seasons. I don't know that I'll.
yeah, I think
And tell you what,
hate
if George
season
R. R.
6. You will
Martin
hate season
comes out with the book like out of nowhere, then I might watch the other 2 seasons and then I'll go. Because that's the other problem is once I watch the show and then I don't and I'm like there's no ending to the show because I'm not watching the ending. I'll be like, well now I got to read the books. I'll read through them and there'll be no ending to the books.
Yeah.
So we'll see. But I'm sitting there. I'm like, oh, I'm so so this world building. I'm like, I gotta know more. Yeah, I just wish that it didn't end. I wish it wasn't the worst ending to a show ever, so that I wouldn't be sitting here like. I know that the first 5 seasons are some of the greatest ever put to screen, but the last 2 are some of the worst to ever be put to screen.
Yeah.
It's like Community, where it's like when it's at its funniest, Community is one of the funniest sitcoms you've ever seen, and then that's not even a majority. But unfortunately, with Community, it's not even really a majority of the time that it's like,
yeah,
the highs are so high that you have to watch the show. But it's like there is probably more bad Community than good Community.
probably, yeah.
But the good Community is just so good that you gotta do it. You gotta watch it.
Every claymation episode, bro.
Yeah, I skipped it. I've never seen Abed's Christmas claymation
episode. Never watched it. I watched literally half a minute, and I was watching it with my family, and I was like, "We're skipping this. I'm not." It's like I don't care. We're going to skip this. But anyway, back to
Arion. Arion's he's a CUNT.
He's a piece of garbage. He's a piece of garbage.
They went with the is that in the book, by the way? Does he kill a horse in the book?
Yeah.
Okay, I was curious
There's
if that was
not
just
like
a show.
I don't think
they were like
the people don't really riot in the book, but I like that because like
I think it was good. It kind of shows
and also
it shows you where the Targaryens kind of stand. They're now at a point where people are willing to riot against them, which is
yeah.
Now do you know how long the dragons have been gone by this point?
I think it was like 80, 90 years, something like that, and then.
Long enough, multiple generations have lived now, or they don't have the dragons.
And also
so
well, I think Sir Arlen had talked about seeing like the last dragon when he was a boy. So like maybe 60, 70 years, but there's also a chance that he was lying to Dunk and just like telling a story, but I don't know. Um but also the last like couple decades of dragons, they were really small and didn't really
Yeah.
like they didn't matter as much as they used to.
But yeah, there's some interesting stuff.
Yeah.
There's like
I
six.
liked the, when Arian kills the horse, I think it was perfect to do that right here where like last episode we saw how much Dunk cares about Sweetfoot and then or what was that the first episode? Whatever. We just saw how much Dunk cares about
was
Sweetfoot.
episode 2.
Yeah,
You
okay.
sold it.
So we saw how much Dunk cared about Sweetfoot last episode, and then at the start of this one, we already see Egg building a good squirely relationship with Thunder, Dunk's warhorse. So it's like they care about their horses a lot, and then Arian just like murders this guy's horse on purpose.
Exactly.
And you can even see Dunk like, oh, he's gonna kill the horse before he even does it.
Yeah, Dunk does kind of. Now I didn't expect him to kill. I thought he was gonna kill the guy.
Yeah.
Which I guess. What does that say about humanity? That I'm sitting here like, oh, he's probably gonna murder this guy, and then he murders the horse. I'm like, whoa, this guy's evil.
Well, it's also like
it's like the John Wick thing, where it's like, oh, they robbed him, stole his car, beat him in his house. Did they just kill a beagle? Got to kill them all now.
Yeah,
it's that funny thing, but
but honestly, I'd rather watch like the guy get killed in jousting than the horse.
Exactly.
If you go into a joust, you're like, yeah, I could get killed doing this.
It's just weird. I don't like. I get it. I mean, I think it's a universal thing where people are like,
yeah, it's like
it's
it is a weird thing, but it's also like people. I don't know, because people also go into a lot of stuff like, oh, something bad could happen, but the horse is just like. Just a horse. It didn't like, oh, I want to go joust today.
Yeah, well, it's like in Red Dead Redemption. You'll run around a town blowing the brains out of just random civilians because you're like, I'm just bored. You're in Van Horn,
and then your horse,
and then your horse gets shot. You don't have horse survivor, and you're like, may I stand the shake? And that's even like, and then they even do like a real horse death, a canon horse death in the game. But it's like it's just interesting, like. Of a way, but you see how much Dunk just cares for animals in general. I was gonna show images, but now my freaking HBO Max doesn't want to, so now I might have to pull up the old boat strategy. But and like you see how much Dunk cares for just animals in general when he's like trying to get goose eggs, and the guy's about to just kill the goose, and he's like,
whoa, just the eggs, just the eggs.
Yeah.
Bro, I gotta say, the sandwiches look
that
fire.
George R. Martin was no wonder George still likes Ira Parker.
George was there on stage.
George was like, I don't know that this shows that any good at all. And then like Ira Parker's like, check out these sandwiches. And George's like, this might be the greatest show ever made.
This is the best show of all time. Will you marry me?
Yo, this thing just got crazy.
Yo, who cooked those eggs?
Yo, Ira Parker, you're one of the good ones. And then in season 3, he'll be like, that Ira Parker guy loves Hitler.
Ira Parker, you haven't made any feast in Mystery Night. Your whole family's dead, by the way. Sorry. You got to go.
Well, at least I wish that would be what happened. Did you know you loved Hitler, by the way? That's what the other two showrunners also loved Hitler. There's no weird. I don't know why all these people around me
all these people I work with, I guess,
just
love
Hitler. I don't know. It's
they're
so
just
weird.
evil, horrible people. I don't know.
They're like great for the first few seasons, and eventually once they run out of the books I don't have, they just turn into terrorists.
They get mad at me, and then they start saying they love Hitler. It's really weird. They started saying they wanted less feast in the episode because they cost a lot of money, so I fired them.
Talking about pacing or something. I don't know. Whatever that's about.
I don't know. Just make a feast.
Anyway, the show does open with Egg. It doesn't. There's not like a flashback or anything first, right? It's just Egg sleeping.
No, just Egg, and then it has the flashback when the guy sees him. But
yeah, Egg and Dunk sleeping. Egg is awake. Dunk is not. Egg gets up to go. He grabs a Thunder, who is the war horse, and he's essentially going to train him. So he's talking to Thunder. They do get a weird moment. I was like, where Thunder like responds to what Egg says, where he nods to him, and I was like, what is like is Egg? Can Egg talk to horses? Like the whole this whole section of the episode, I like it, but I'm also sitting here like they're just giving off mad vibes that this guy's got speak with animals or something. Yeah. Like he can just cast speak with animals. Like what? Like Can a guy really stand in a field of the horse and go, "All right, Thunder, go now," and then he starts sprinting? Like,
Probably not, but it's like,
nod to him. It's like, I don't know. It's just weird. We do get shit as well here, horse shit this
yeah,
time. So
that was the closest we got this episode.
to a long schlong and
The
the human shit.
10-inch prosthetic dick.
Sir Arlen the Long.
Sir Arlen the lengthy.
Yes, but we do get a cool moment of Egg. Not only he's training, he's running with the joust, and I was like expecting it to like fling down and like stick him into the ground. I thought that would have been kind of funny, but that never happened. But he's also doing like this kind of like the kind of childhood thing of like he's also pretending
Like he's
he's
playing
in the
like a
moment as
knight.
well. Like he's not even, but not even he's not even playing nice.
Yeah, he's like playing as a squire, preparing. It's adorable.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah, but
here's your sword, Sir Duncan.
Yeah, he's pretending like the joust is currently happening. Like he's not just training, running with the joust. He's actively like
He's
pretending
like
to
role playing the
joust.
joust. Like he's preparing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that, and then I can't remember the guy's name. A lot of these names.
Yeah, the one I got. I can't remember his name either. Honestly, I know I should, but I don't.
One-eyed guy. let me just look this up real quick. But he rolls up.
You might get Blood Raven from that.
Well, it's a Knight of the Seven Kingdoms.
That's
Robin
fair.
Rising.
Yes, that's what it was.
So he rolls up and he's got an eye patch on, and he's like, did you steal that horse? Because, what's this? Let me make sure nothing else happens real quick.
Yeah.
As I do have it pulled up now. But I mean, Egg does the training with Thunder, and then he's like, "Did you steal the horse?" And he says, it's not stealing if you intend to put it back." And Robert Rising asks, "What happened to your hair?" Or Robin, or I already forgot his name again. He asks, "What happened to your hair?" And Egg answers the same way he always answers, never a question. And he's just like, "What happened to your eye?" Instead of answering what happened to his hair, he asks what happened to his eye. And we get the flashback of him in a joust, where the non-historically accurate armor actually does come back to bite someone in the.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
he gets a splinter from a javelin
exactly
in the eye.
The joust, the lance breaks and it stabs him in the eye, and he continues fighting. He rips the helmet off, which I don't know that was I don't know. You need to do all that, but
Probably not.
he's riding
But
back
then
around
his
with the
eyeballs,
horse
like,
with
dangling
one
out.
eye dangling out. Yeah. And Egg recognizes this again, showing Egg knows a lot about all these knights.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good little flashback. That's kind of the only real flashback we get in this episode.
Mm-hmm.
Egg rolls back up. Dunk is like clearly concerned about it, and he's sewing. And Egg's like, "Am I supposed to do that?" And Dunk's like, "Do you know how?" And then Egg's like, "No." He's like, "All right, brush the horse then and eat some it was hard salt beef." Every time I hear it, I immediately think of Gimli going salted pork. So I always forget what he actually says. And Egg doesn't. Egg because he was a spoiled castle, he's a spoiled. He's technically in the line of the throne eventually.
Yeah.
He's a spoiled castle kid's like, I don't want to eat that beef. So so he's like, why? So he whines about it a bit, and Dunk kind of feels bad for him, and he decides to instead actually show him how to do, how to sew a patch on, how to brush the horse properly. And then Egg is singing a song, which is quite funny.
Yeah.
And oh, well, first he asked him, "Is it weird that I have black hair growing out of my stones?" And Dunk says, "It's weird that you're telling me." So
that one was funny.
Yes, but he's singing this song, which I'm sure has a lot of good Targaryen lore for those who know.
Yeah, it was a really good way to like drop some of the family lore without just saying it out loud, because it explains some about Baelor, and it explains about Blood Raven and Maekar, and it drops some good lore without just like looking at the camera and being like, "Oh yeah, Maekar's a loser."
Yeah. Basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, this guy sucks.
This guy's a bum. He's like, well, it's like Maekar's super cool, but Baelor's better in every way.
Yeah, and what I didn't realize at the time when I watched it is Dunk is literally just like vomiting behind Egg. I didn't actually realize. Like, I know he mentions he was vomiting, but I didn't
realize they showed it the first time.
Yeah,
and then it's like, oh no, he was just puking.
You can hear him like he was like, oh, and Egg is sitting here on this tree just whittling, singing about it. So you get some lore about it's Baylor, right? The hammer is Baylor the hammer. Baylor
Baylor's the
Breakspear
anvil.
is the anvil, and then Makar's the hammer. Which one's the hammer?
I don't think no Makar wasn't the hammer. I don't believe. Hold on.
It's Baylor.
No, it was.
Ew! I looked up who is the hammer, and it.
Oh,
who's the hammer of
oh,
Moravia. No. What came up is who is the hammer of Moravia.
Oh, that's way worse than porn.
Yeah, I don't know. That's kind of weird that's where your mind went. Yeah, Baylor Targaryen is the hammer.
Oh,
in the song, at least. Baylor Breakspear. I'm assuming he broke a spear. And
you might be.
He is part of the Hammer and Anvil.
Yeah, no, it was Makar was the first
Blackfire Rebellion, where Baylor commanded forces and smashed into Daemon Blackfire's army, while his brother Prince Makar served as the Anvil.
Yeah.
Doesn't Makar have a son named Daemon? Or is Darren? It's Darren.
It's Darren.
Right?
It's Darren.
Yeah, that's sorry. Those are a little similar.
There will be another Daemon if they get to season 3, which they should. There will be.
I'm assuming they'll get to season 3. The question comes down to whether they will continue on to season 4.
Yeah, please no.
Well, okay, this is insane, but Ira Parker said he wants to make the first 3 seasons, wait 10 years, make the next 3 seasons, wait 10 years, and then make the next 3 seasons, which is an absolute lunatic thing to say.
Yeah.
What?
It's like
it'd be cool. Don't get me wrong. Not gonna happen.
The main problem is that would work well for Egg age-wise, but you also don't have a book, and in 20 years, the actor for Dunk is going to be far too old.
Yeah.
Because he's like, what, 30-something, not 16?
I don't, Peter, help me look up how old is that?
I mean, he's probably maybe 20-something, I don't know, but he's not 16. Like, he's an older guy.
What even is his name? Hold on. Peter Laffy.
Peter Dinklage the Tall.
He's 29.
Wrong Game of Thrones, Peter. Okay, yeah. So he would, in 20 years, he'd be almost 50, which is, it'd be.
And that would never happen anyway, because this is going to do well. It was like
the
third highest
if a show
HBO's
if
ever
a show makes 3 successful seasons, the studio's not going to go, all right, see you in 10 years.
And the good news,
they're going to go make more now.
By then, we'll know if someone else is going to finish Winds of Winter, because George R. R. Martin probably won't be alive. I'll say probably, because I don't know. I feel like the most miserable people tend to live the longest.
Miserable people live forever.
I hope he doesn't. I don't want anyone to die.
No, I don't want anyone to die, but like I want somebody to finish Winds of Winter.
Lazy
Regardless, I want someone to finish Winds. So
yeah, but we do get this great moment where Dunk is like, "All right, let's go. I'm ready to go enter," and Egg's like, "Dude, you cannot enter today."
You can't enter.
And Dunk goes, "What have I been throwing up for all morning?" And Egg goes, "It's a great mystery, sir." He's like, I don't know. I kind of assumed you knew, but yeah, he says knights of high renown
and it's like high birth and great renown. Yeah.
Yeah. And then Dunk goes pick up some goose eggs. The guy's about to kill the goose, and he's like, "Whoa,
just the eggs, just the eggs,
yeah,
just the eggs." And he's like,
and he gets the eggs, and then
he like mimes like.
Yeah,
a goose like laying eggs because the guy doesn't understand him, and then Tansel sees him like miming a goose shitting eggs out.
But then she just walks by. He's just holding eggs. He goes, "You like goose eggs?"
He didn't have Egg to help him out that time.
Yeah, dude. I watched the behind the scenes from the first couple episodes, and Dexter, the kid who plays Egg, described. He was like, "Yeah, basically, Egg is helping him out here because he doesn't want to be embarrassed that he can keep going to the puppet show." He's like, he really likes the puppet show, but he doesn't. But Dunk is gonna make him embarrassed. He's gonna make him too cringe to show up. Dude, the kid Dexter,
he's phenomenal.
Ansel, he's great, and Peter is great.
Yeah, they're amazing.
The whole cast is great, but I'm just saying, like those two specifically. Egg's ability, Dexter, the kid's ability to act as a child is impressive.
It's better than most adults in Hollywood right now.
Even as because he has like great nonverbal acting too.
Yeah, it's like most actors that are worth any amount of salt at all can, they can talk and have inflection in their voice, but something like having subtle layered facial expressions is really hard. I think the best person that I've ever seen do that is Ian McKellen. but like he's a little kid and he's pulling it off flawlessly. And I'm not like, oh, he's okay for a kid. It's like he's just a really good actor for any age, and he's a child. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. Yeah. Again, I mean,
So
just,
mad props
it's
to
impressive.
him. Also, it's
how good
funny.
he is.
His like actual hair, he just looks like a Targaryen. I saw him with hair for the first time, and I was like, oh, he's literally he's
just noticed
literally
that when
he's just Aegon Targaryen.
yeah, it's
He's
funny.
literally just Aegon Targaryen. Not
Yep.
not either of the bad ones.
Yeah,
I guess there's kind of
so there's
three,
other
but-
Aegons.
Well, yeah. So there's Aegon the Conqueror who brought the dragons, took over. There's Aegon the Unworthy who was before Egg was born, who was just like he was kind of just not great. And then there's the Mad King. Wait, hold on? Is the Mad King Aegon as well?
I'm trying to get this breakfast sandwich so I can. Yeah, here it is. All right.
No, sorry. The Mad King is King Aerys. So there's three notable Aegons that I can remember off the top of my head. No, the Mad King is Aerys, but also Dunks or never mind. I don't remember. But anyway, yeah, Dexter is phenomenal as Egg. Dunk has
I'm just trying to get this freaking thing
yet
pulled up.
another
It's not working.
embarrassing moment with Tansel.
Yeah, like Dunk just cannot. You know, he's gonna have to rely on the fact that
He's
he
tall.
was willing to punch a well that too, but he was willing to punch
a
a
prince.
king or a prince, yeah, for that's gonna be his only
He's gonna like,
his
well,
only way in the door.
Well,
so,
I hit that prince for you.
He's not Forrest Gump.
Yeah, no, I got a little. I was trying to go deep, but
Yeah, that Irish accent did not work very well.
No, that was just Forrest Gump. That's something.
Yeah, you literally just did. You went.
I'll work on that. Well, it
he's
was
an idiot.
fine
He's
till
not
the
a-
end.
Yeah,
Dunk the
Jenny,
lump
I'll
thick as
punch
a
Prince
castle
Arian
wall.
for you, Jenny.
I just have to think of how the audiobooks were narrated, and then I can do the voice. Dunk the lunk, thick as a castle wall. That's not his voice, but that's yeah, whatever.
Yeah,
Anyway.
but anyway, speaking of his voice, first off, we get the lone. Well, there's kind of two jousting scenes, but where they're at watching the joust, and we get this great moment where Dunk and Egg start making fun of each other.
Yeah.
Dunk's just like, "Oh, I'm Egg. I can't eat.
I can't eat hard salt beef.
Well, first Egg kicks off and going, "Won't you have some hard salt beef?" And Egg just and Dunk just goes, "Oh, I'm Egg. I can't eat. I don't eat hard salt.
I don't like ale.
I like good food, grapes, and all that stuff." He's like doesn't really know how to insult him back, but he's kind of trying.
Yeah.
And then he's like, I can't even drink a pint of melon. And Egg goes, because it's disgusting. And they argue about that a bit. Just a great moment of them just like picking on each other. And we get a scene I believe is not in the book here, where where the master of the games, or the steward of the games, I guess is probably I think that's what he's actually called, offers Dunk the opportunity to not to take a fall, to defeat the I guess he's like the Prince of Ashford.
Yeah.
The son of the Lord Ashford, essentially. And to take a fall, he's gonna take a fall because this whole thing's put on because of his daughter's birthday, essentially. Which his daughter is the random interaction they had, the girl who randomly interacted with Dunk in the episode 2 for whatever reason.
The only reason I don't love them adding this is they could have done exactly the same thing and not told Dunk.
Yeah, it didn't make a lot of sense. Well, no, because Dunk has to pick him.
That's true. That's true. But
so they couldn't do it. They need Dunk because Dunk is gonna have the worst odds because he's a hedge knight, and then
they're gonna put all their money on Dunk.
Exactly. So yes, I do this. I think you're wrong there.
No, I was wrong. I forgot that he
does have to
select
select
them.
them.
So, yeah,
so
you are right.
That's how this works. They didn't do a great job explaining it. That first night, that first joust we got, established the champions essentially,
Mm-hmm.
and then the knights who are essentially what Dunk is trying to do and what Arian does is they select a champion to try to defeat in a joust.
Yeah. And then if
So
you defeat one of the champions, you
you become a
replace them
champion.
as a
Yes,
champion. And
exactly.
also the way it works, so the joust during the day this time when Prince it's Eris, right? When Prince Eris kills the guy's horse and then it lands on him and he breaks his
Arian.
leg. Arian, sorry. It breaks his leg when it lands on him. That guy was one of the champions, so now there's only 4. That's
Well,
also part of it.
I think it actually is going to go to like it's going to like his brother. Like Arian
Yeah,
doesn't
yeah.
become the champion now
No,
because Arian
Arian
cheated
doesn't because
essentially.
he
Oh, before
yeah.
real quick before we get there, but I do like this scene because it gives another chance of like don't everyone in Westeros would have taken this bet or
Yeah.
taking this offer,
Yeah.
and yeah, so Dunk is not going to, I'd assume. I mean, this show's kind of I'm gonna completely turn on the show if an episode 4 he just rolls up and he's like, I choose the guy who's gonna quit.
Yeah.
For all the free money that they paid me. But I don't imagine that's gonna happen. But I do. This guy spits a lot. I don't know why, but
He just spits
yes, they did a
all the
spit
time.
transition in this one. In fact,
It
he
was
hawks,
I actually it was a good transition.
he hawks in one scene, and then it cuts, and he's spitting in the next scene. So yeah, he's always spitting. But yes, he offers Dunk this option, and he kind of is like, just let me know. Because essentially the family's in a lot of debt because his daughter got this big birthday
he
bash
spent
going on.
way too much
Yeah,
money.
yeah.
And then
So yeah,
Dunk kind of awkwardly walks past him later
yes,
and just doesn't really say anything.
because he is offended by it. As much as the guy's like, you don't need to be offended. But we come back and
Yeah.
Arian is ready to he's ready to go. It's Arian is the first challenger up because obviously he's from High Noble. He's a High Noble for now. You know that whole thing,
Yeah.
the whole reason. And they kind of set it up like he's gonna is his cousin, whose name I can't remember.
I can't off the top of my head. Your mic's coming in a little distorted. There you
What
go.
do you?
You're good. You're good.
That's probably just because I was far away.
Probably.
I'm trying to pull this up so I can get a little image of his armor here. But yeah, so they kind of like set it up like he's gonna fight his cousin. Why doesn't his cousin have the blonde hair? What's the Targaryen lore here? Because Baelor
So
doesn't either.
Baelor, his mother was Dornish, so he has like the black, he has dark hair, and then his son is supposed to have like dark hair with a streak of white.
Yes,
But yeah, he just has a Dornish mom.
to be honest, I was like, oh, this would be interesting because I thought it was gonna be like a little bit of the family rivalry too, is what they're setting up here. But we do see Maekar isn't there watching his son because Arian is Maekar's son.
Yeah.
Which is interesting. You know, why isn't he there watching? And Baelor is watching, of course. And yeah, I mean, bro, like the Targaryen's armor is just cooler than all the other people's.
It's
so.
just cooler. Like it's that simple. It's just more badass. It's
In fairness, Arians might be the most protective of these.
yeah. But it
whereas
still has the face, the
no,
visor that flips up. Arian does.
I'm trying to get a good image here of his armor. But yeah, it's this is pretty good. The thumbnail, it's basically a thumbnail. I guess I don't know why I didn't pull that up. I kind of forgot I already had that image saved. But yeah, he's just got sick armor, and he refers to himself as the dragon. So he essentially like thinks of himself as kind of like a dragon. He's kind of like embarrassed the Targaryen standing almost.
Mm-hmm.
In the current world of Westeros. Here's the armor, by the way.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, an interesting helmet here. I don't know
It almost looks more like a skull.
Yeah, it reminded me of like the demon masks in Spider-Man.
Yeah,
That was my first because I think it's maybe supposed to be a dragon. It's kind of hard to tell.
Sorta. I don't know.
Yeah, but and then even his cousin who he was gonna challenge is looking all tough as well.
Mm-hmm.
He's got. I mean, he's got this. I'm trying to get another image here, but he's got it on as well, and he's got big eye slots, and that's about the only complaint I got about his armor. But also looks sick.
Yeah. All the armor
Um,
so far in the show has been pretty cool.
looks cool, you know,
Yeah.
practical, but it looks
But
cool.
it's
So
also it's impractical some of it, but most of the stuff that is impractical is like big lords that are like they're gonna pay for the pomp and frill over just like yeah, his armor is clean.
yeah,
And
so I was kind of like,
he's the favorite for the tourney.
yes, he's the champion from the Targaryens,
Yeah,
obviously.
he's
And
the son of Baelor.
I
He's
was
the
kind of
favorite.
hyped for that. I was like, okay, cause I do wish, I'm sure I know that I think this is better for Aryan that we get this moment where he kills the horse, but also in the episode not having a joust, I think it would have been really cool to have like a really intense battle between the Targaryen family. But the show's not about Targaryen, so it kind of makes sense that they wouldn't go for that. If this was just this wasn't Dunk and Egg, and this was a further House of the Dragon type show where they're showing it's more about the Targaryens, then that would have made more sense. But I don't know if they're setting anything up. I don't know what's gonna happen with all this, obviously, but more than me.
They're kind of setting some stuff up that'll happen most likely in episode 5 because you're
Yeah.
like, oh, we really want to see Baelor's son because he's the favorite. He's like very renowned, and then eventually something happens that's pretty cool. But
All right. And when Aryan he selects his real leader, something like Humphreys or something like that, and that's who the champion he's gonna take on. There's a really good image of his armor, but I can't pull it up. And then the guy and when he mounts his horse, Egg's like, kill him, and Dunk is just like, all right.
okay.
In the book, does it mention that he doesn't know which one Egg is talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's funny.
Because
but
it comes at a moment where they're like they're jousting, and he's like, I don't know which one he was talking about, but he needs to chill out.
Yeah. And so they begin a joust, and someone dodges like out of the way. It's kind of hard. It all happens really quick here.
It was Aryan.
Aryan dodges out of the way on the first pass, and lowers his spear. And Dunk notices, he says it's too low. At this point, I'm like, oh, he's gonna like go under the armor or something and stab him. That's what Dunk means by he's too low. And then it just goes into the horse's neck, and I was like, oh,
yeah, that's way worse.
Yeah, and the horse starts bleeding out. It breaks this guy's leg. Baelor's like Lord Ashford's not happy about it. His daughter's like not happy about it, and it's her birthday. And Lord Ashford like kind of gives Baelor a side eye, and Baelor's like,
not my kid.
ooh, yeah, oh,
oh,
didn't know he was gonna do all that. And
yeah, Aryan acts a lot different when Maekar is not around.
And then someone throws a tomato at him.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, again, this is a prince,
Yeah.
And they're ready to riot. They're like rushing the stage. The king's guard has to roll out.
Mm-hmm.
They come out and they got to defend the Aryan here. And Dunk and Egg clearly want to leave, or Egg clearly wants to leave. Dunk obviously doesn't want to stay and watch it. We thankfully don't have to watch them put the horse out of its misery. That would have been
I didn't
brutal,
want to watch that, but
yeah, but again, showing kind of the consequences of what can happen. And again, it's not an accident. Obviously, we know Aryan probably did this on purpose. It's
but you also like it's in Dunk's mind. It's like this is someone I might have to joust.
Dunk, and even then, Dunk doesn't believe. He thinks it was an accident. Dunk doesn't even believe that anyone would especially not a prince, would intentionally do this.
Yeah, he can't like the fact that a knight or even a prince would do something bad on purpose. He just can't. It's just like not a concept that he can handle.
Yep. Then we get the next great Dunk and Egg scene, and unfortunately the only Lionel Baratheon scene from this episode, where Lionel twink Baratheon because
not big enough.
He's not big enough.
I'm excited to see him fight because it'll be cool. But
yeah, I'm ready. Dude, I need more Lionel. All right, that's the only thing I didn't get in this episode. I wanted more of him. I really liked him in the first episode, and then a little bit he has in the second episode. So I want to see his stag armor, dude. It looks sick.
It's so cool. But I probably also think they're like the Gentleman 2 probably wouldn't let him bulk up for this at all.
Most likely
because they need him to be like not
in that.
not badass. So they couldn't have him pull up and just be absolutely diced.
It'd be
Well,
built like a
just
Baratheon.
massive.
That'd be funny.
That'd be so
Bigger
funny
than
if
Eddie now. Just
it's,
fucking. Just
it's like after the whole chicken thing, he just got jacked because he.
But yeah, so then they're singing a song about Alice who shoves her arms up men's asses, and Egg is like reading way too much into the song.
He's
It's a
like
song about
it's
hope.
kind of honorable and hopeful that even though she's disabled, she's able to use the best of her talents. And Dunk's like, okay.
And basically Dunk is like he thinks all this was real. He says her name probably wasn't Alice, and Egg just goes, it's a little weird that all the other stuff would be true, but then they couldn't make the song with her name. And Dunk at this point's like just gonna like, all right, I gotta stick with the lie with my guess here. So he's like, well, it's a nice name to write a song to. And then Egg decides that it was about hope, and there's always hope.
Yeah.
Then we get the fortune teller who tells Dunk he'll be richer than a Lannister,
which you could take in a lot of different ways.
And I don't know what it means, so
yeah. Well, it could mean it could mean money, it could mean happiness, whatever. It could be anything.
And Dunk's like, okay, cool.
Dunk's
whatever,
like, yeah. Anyway,
well, he's not even laughing. He's not even quite laughing. He's like, yep, sure, just do her. And she's like, you shall be king, and die in a hot fire, and worms shall feed upon your ash. Remember, she's talking to a 10-year-old kid, just like,
and
put
all
who
ashes, know you will
and
rejoice
all who know
in your
you
death.
shall rejoice in your dying. And Egg is like, that's terrible. And Dunk's like, nice,
Dunk just starts like dying
nice
laughing.
One.
Like, good one. Anyway, and Dunk's
and
like,
Egg's like, why would she say that?
Why would she say that? It's like, because it's funny. I don't know.
He's like, who cares?
Like, it's not like you're gonna be king, dude. It's fine. Chill out.
Exactly. Obviously, Egg knowing that he is technically in line to the throne.
Yeah, he
like,
could be a king. It's like,
and even like to an extent, that's too insane of a coincidence that she's gonna guess that he's gonna be king,
and yeah, and die in fire.
And then they run into Farah something. I can't remember their names exactly. But two guys who were like fighting early on in episode 1. The younger cousin,
the cousins.
Yes, and he's like, I saw you with this boy earlier. He says he's a squire, and he's like, you gotta come drink our custom homemade ale. We can call him, I guess, Ram Fossaway. That's his name.
Yeah,
Ram the Red Pilled, as we'll see eventually here.
Yeah, Ram's a little political extremist.
Sir Ram the Red Pill. I think that's his new name. But and he's like, gotta come drink ale. And Egg sees Tansel's heading into the tent to do a new puppet show, and he's like, yeah, I'll go wait in the puppet show. And Dunk clearly also wants to go to the puppet show, probably not to watch the puppets, but
definitely not to watch the puppets.
Yeah, but he just can't think of an excuse, so he's like, yeah, fine, sure, whatever. So they come in and they talk, and he debates, and you kind of get a hint here that Dunk is maybe still thinking about taking their offer to take on Ashford's son, Lord Ashford's son. And Dunk is like, eventually they get to talking, and he's like, my squire thinks that he killed him on purpose. Can you believe that? Talking about the horse. And Ram shows his red pill.
He definitely killed him on purpose.
Yes. So I think he meant to kill the effing horse. The only good thing that Targaryens can do is come on their wife's tits, which is just a great insult.
It was a really funny insult. That was a really good insult.
Yeah, but essentially, Ray calls them incestuous aliens.
Mm-hmm.
He calls them, pale-haired brats. He just really blood magicers and tyrants who burned our lands, enslaved our people, dragged us into their wars without a motive of respect for our history, our customs. Every pale-haired brat they saddled on us has been mad in the last. Gods know how. The only honorable thing a Targaryen can do for his realm is to finish on his wife's tits. So I think he meant to kill the effing horse. He just goes on a rant, and Doug is looking at him like this.
He's like, bro, I'm a hedge knight. I don't even know what you're I don't even know what you're talking about.
Well, I mean, again, Doug has he only knows about Baelor, who has been told is
the soul
form
of
chivalry. Yes, exactly. So, and he's like, he didn't even think Arian was gonna actually capable of killing the horse, and he's just like, what? He's like, I got a bit carried away there. And he says that the insult, he got it from his cousin. And then we watch Egg as Tansel shows us the tale of someone who killed a dragon by using a mirrored
It
shield.
was like an ancient. It was from before there were even Targaryens and dragon riders and stuff in
Yes, and
Westeros.
she kills the dragon, and then everyone like is looking because Aryan is in there, and at first I was like sitting here because I'll talk a bit more about it when we get to obviously the big reveal, but it's like or the big moment, but she kills the dragon. It's clear that things are serious, and I thought it was like everyone's waiting to see how Aryan reacts. He's gonna be like, oh, that was quite, he'd just be a. I was kind of sitting here like, oh, is he gonna now try to take? Yeah, I'm still thinking small scale. I'm not sure how large scale is gonna get. So I'm like, is he gonna be like now trying to flirt with Tansel? Definitely not, by the way.
Nope.
We cut back to the tent and they're having a good laugh, and we hear more as the Fossaway cousin Ram the Red Pill tells him about how Makar's kids are all missing. So we have the oldest, who he says is a drunk, the second one who is in Game of Thrones, right? He's the only character who's actually in
That's the third.
main.
That's the third.
The third one, I can't keep it straight, but yeah,
The
one,
third
the
one
only
who
one
they say is like useless, and they're gonna send
He's
him
getting
off to be a
sent-
maester. He's the only character that's currently alive that'll be in Game of
Yeah.
Thrones.
and what he's on the wall, whatever that means.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that I found, I guess that's interesting. But and then he just keeps saying the smallest one, and then it gets interrupted by Egg. Obviously, more subliminal clues for those who haven't figured it out yet. And says he's hurting her. Dunk runs in. And he watches Aryan is holding Tansel, and he snaps her middle finger.
Yeah.
And Dunk just breaks at that moment and just runs in and just beats the shit out of Aryan. Aaron goes for a sword and he just kicks him in the face. Like he just punches him.
Yeah.
And
takes like 3 guys, several attempts to pull him off.
I really liked it, like how they just made it like Aryan wasn't like, he was offended obviously, but he wasn't like, his main emotion was just confusion. Like he was like,
Yeah.
why?
He was like, why'd you throw your life away for that whore?
Yeah, he's just confused. Like he's fascinated by why someone would do something so stupid.
Yeah.
And basically, so essentially he's offended because his mascot got killed. Okay, that's a super simple version of what I'm saying.
Yeah, he sees himself as a dragon, and in the play in the puppet show, that them killing the dragon like it was a villain.
It's like treasonous, not. It's like it'd be like considered treasonous.
He said, he said it was like treasonous not to have the dragon win.
But even to kill a dragon, it's like the dragon's been killed. It's almost offensive. I get it could be seen as like offensive to a target. And like who knows how it. But he obviously is going to be react in a violent way because he's a piece of trash. Baylor probably have been like, let's make sure we don't do that again.
Yeah, Baylor would have been like, yo, if there's Targaryens in town, probably don't do that.
Yeah, I'm probably making a script change, on the fly. I'm improvising a bit. If I stab the dragon and it dies, and I see Aryan, and I'm just like kicking the guy in the puppet, like, nope, now you wake back up and you kill me. That's part of the script. That's always part of the script.
It was always like that.
And then you stand up and give a speech about, the dragon always wins. I think you improv. This is a fantasy because you could never kill a dragon. And then like the dragon rises behind her and kills her, and then you're just like, oh, that was always the plan the whole time.
Oh, wow.
Get some Marvel reshoots in there. You know what I'm
saying?
Yeah. Yes, he breaks her middle finger in a way that like makes me not stop cracking my knuckles now. Because I'm like, because he basically just snaps it back.
Yeah.
And so he says, he kind of like, he's just confused. I love the way the actor plays. He's just like he doesn't even know. He's just like, all right, well, why'd you loosen one of my teeth? So we're gonna start by knocking out all ears. So it's just like, I just love the way he plays. He's super like almost calm about it, and obviously he was embarrassed in front of all these people, so he has to.
Yeah, so they basically get ready to like curb stomp Dunk.
Yes, and he's gonna curb stomp on the stage and knock his teeth out. And Egg runs in and says, "You can't touch him." And Dunk again is just like, "Shut up, boy! They're gonna hurt you too."
Yeah. Which again,
we
like
get the big reveal.
Dunk is about to get his teeth stomped out of his head, and he's still like thinking about Egg's safety. And again, it was a tiny thing that again like showed how good of a dude he is.
Yeah, I will say it's like, why did Egg wait until? Like, this didn't make sense. Why does Egg run to? Obviously, he doesn't want to reveal it, but. What do you think Dunk's gonna do? Walk in and diplomatically talk Aryan down, like, and then he won't have to reveal his identity.
The main like 2 things are like he trusts Dunk to do the right thing and not just let Aryan keep doing it, and he's a 10-year-old who's smart but not very wise.
Yeah, but he knows the names of the house guards. He tells them to stop, and we get some very weird soap opera like editing here, where
Yeah.
it like pans around all their faces and really rapid succession. And then Dunk obviously is quite a like almost. I mean, offended maybe is the right word. He's just like can't believe it. He doesn't know
Yeah,
what's
he's shocked.
yeah. And that's the big reveal. That was the inciting incident. So obviously now, right? There's gonna be now what? Dunk gonna win his? I'm just kind of theorizing. Obviously, you know what happens. Like, is Dunk gonna win his duel? And now he's a champion. And then Arian will, or is it gonna be a big fist fight? I don't know. I don't know what's happening, but I am interested to see now because now we've got the stakes have been raised exponentially. It's no longer, it's
Mm.
no longer just gonna be a
Yeah,
basic rivalry, but
the thing about I think what George does well in all three of the
I
Dunk and
agree. He
Egg
does not finish his
novels,
books. Yeah.
he well,
Describes
I
food,
he starts each one and you have a good idea of what you think is going to happen,
and then they change.
and then it's something happens and the story goes in a completely different direction, and he does a good job of doing that, and this series like inciting event that changes the trajectory of what's going to happen.
Because again, this is a prince. This guy
Because it's
is
like, oh,
technically
it's
aligned to
just
the throne.
Dunk wants to get into a tournament so he can get some money, make a little name, make a name for himself, become somebody, and then he assaults a prince.
Yeah. And I will say, like, I guess maybe I don't know exactly how it works. And I don't know if it's gonna I don't know that it'll be involved in this, but a lot of people are gonna like a lot of Targaryens are gonna have to die in order for Egg to get to the throne, I would assume, right?
Yup.
If he's the fourth son of a fourth son, that means you gotta get through because Baelor's next in line, right? That's
Yeah.
essentially the. So you gotta get through Baelor. You'd have to get through Baelor's kids. You'd have to right. Well, I guess if Baelor dies, does it go to the second son of the former king,
So
or would it
Baelor
go to Baelor's son?
dies. I can't.
So like you have Big King, and
It
then you have
it
Baelor.
it goes. I
Would it go to
believe.
Baelor's son or to the next brother?
I think it goes to one of the other brothers, but hold
So
on.
we can. I mean, either way, I'm assuming eventually all of Baelor's sons would have to die, and then any other one else in the line would have to die, and then Makar's sons all above him would. I mean, they're obviously not going to die though, but one of them's so useless he's getting sent off. A lot of people gotta go in order for Egg to actually ascend to the Iron Throne. Here is what I'm getting at
Yeah,
here. So, and I don't know how much of that's gonna happen in this episode, but I do know he eventually sits on. He's eventually a king. So
yeah. So there's a lot of stuff happens where a lot of people who shouldn't die.
yeah, shocker in a George R. R. Martin story.
Exactly. And
Yeah,
part of the cool thing is like, the last person you would ever expect to be king ends up being king, and
yeah,
he's who knows how well he does.
yeah. Well, maybe something happens. We'll never know.
Maybe. Who knows?
We'll never know what happened in the tragedy of whatever it's called.
Who knows? We'll probably get another lore book though about
Well,
a
didn't they like?
completely
It was
different
like
times in Westeros.
well, it was mentioned. It's like in the history book, but it was like they spilt ink over it. It was like in the
Yeah,
history book
the
in the end.
in-universe history book.
Which I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of cool. But
It's kind of a
that's
cool way
That's
to be
cool. That's a
like,
cool way to do it.
it's like, well, I don't know what happens yet, so
Yeah,
in the universe, they don't know what happened.
yeah, but yeah, I don't mind. I don't dislike that idea.
No, I
That's
think it's
kinda
like an actual cool, like it's a cool thing that happened.
yeah.
Because it's
It's
also
almost
a lot of the
it'd almost
maesters
be
and
cooler.
like,
Like this wouldn't be doable because mass printing, but like if it was like ripped out of the book,
yeah,
you're gonna do
yeah,
that because of mass printing.
yeah,
You'd have to. There's no way to conveniently make it so that there's always a ripped page somewhere in the middle of the book, probably. But that would have also been a cool idea. But
yeah.
I
But
believe that would probably be what the 10th and final Dunk and Egg book would probably end at. And the
yeah,
show in a perfect world would end with that the tragedy of I think it's Summerhall.
Summerhall.
The tragedy of Summerhall.
If you're wondering, if you've watched Game of Thrones and you're like, why isn't Summerhall a place in Game of Thrones?
I'd have to imagine it involves Egg dying and surrounded by fire, and everyone's happy about it. Which that is interesting in and of itself, because I would assume
That
Egg
I
being raised
don't
by Dunk
recall that
would
it's
be,
super accurate, but I know
but it could
I
mean
know which
anything
I
different.
know which characters live and die, but I don't, you know.
But yes, interesting setup. But I know that was big. That was a big moment for a Song of Ice and Fire fans. They got new lore that they haven't had. And I'm
Yeah.
sure now that they can make at
They
least
didn't
10
even
more
get
theories.
lore. They just they just referenced lore that they were already curious about, and it brought back the theorizing bone that they haven't had since 500 years ago.
Well, they're still making. They're still making books.
They're
You know,
making
they're still
theories, and I'm
in
like,
fairness to them, this might be best case scenario for them, as they never end.
yeah, and they can
So once
just
it
be
ends
like,
and everything's answered, then forever
then it's like, dude,
they
that
can't make the
sucks.
choice.
Half my theories were better than that.
Yeah, well, that too. But
Yeah.
in fairness, eventually half the theories are going to be better because they've named every theory.
They've literally made every
And the chances that George
It's
R. R.
like
Martin writes a 10 out of 10 book,
It's like
very low
eventually
for a
after a
finale
billion
finale.
years, you know, a chimpanzee would like write all of Shakespeare's work. It's like eventually all the
A Song of Ice and Fire
fans are
fans will
gonna
have written Winds of Winter.
they'll have written every possible Winds of Winter and Hope
Exactly.
of Spring.
Is it Dream of Spring?
I think it's Hope of Spring. Pretty sure it's Hope of
But
Spring.
I again, doesn't matter. It's not going to be written.
Yeah, no,
it's not gonna be published.
That's too
It is a Dream of Spring.
a Dream of Spring. Okay.
Again, could change in the.
Yeah,
50
no,
years
he
it
might
could
change that because he's changed the plot of Winds of Winter 500,000 times. Who knows about the
I don't know that that's even true, dude. I don't think he's ever written. He said if he's writing anything right now, he's writing Dunk and Egg,
which is like, okay, cool. I
well,
like
he
Dunk
said
and
once
Egg.
he gets this done, then he can probably get through Winds of Winter.
But it's like,
That's what he said.
You said you have 10 more novellas.
Dude, in fairness, he could probably knock him out in a day at a time if he wanted.
No,
if he
like,
actually wanted.
The
And if
audiobooks
he
are like
didn't
4
only
hours long.
write
Like,
at if he didn't only write them at his house, in his on his weird computer,
yeah,
he could probably, if he was just typing them on a Google Docs app on his phone in between his freaking conventions where he just goes to farm claps.
bring a laptop.
Where he's getting claps for going, don't worry, Winds of Winter is not going to be like Game of Thrones
like,
season 8, and everyone's like, let's go!
Wow, it's gonna be peak when it comes out, right?
Yeah,
it's
so
gonna come out, right, George?
Anytime he's traveling, he's not writing.
Which is most
anytime
of
he's
the
writing
time.
Elden Ring, he's not writing. Anytime he's working with Ira Parker before deciding he's a terrorist, he's not writing. He's making
Anytime
notes.
he's helping make this show that I like, he's not writing.
Anytime he's providing notes, he's not writing because he's writing his notes. Anytime he's writing blog posts, he's not writing because he's writing his blog posts. Which
anytime he's talking about Winds of Winter for the 500th time, he's not writing.
Dude, the funniest thing I heard was when he wrote his complaint letter to the House of the Dragon showrunner, and he was like, "This was going to be part 1 of 6." I'm like, this dude can't even finish his complaint letters. He's incapable of finishing his book. Like,
yeah,
it's impressive how just. I can't write because there's a rise of fascism in the world. Yeah, when did Tolkien write? World War II. Not to mention he wrote part of the Silmarillion during World War I. In the trench of World War I. When he was fighting in World War I.
Yeah, fighting in a war, he's like...
But then he actually made his books during his other books were during World War II. And George's like, there's fascism in the world. They can't write Winds of Winter now.
Bro, you're rich. You're fine. You go to conventions and help write video games all day. Like, you're having fun, bro.
Apparently Elden Ring's lit. I'm not good enough to figure out if it was good, but
yeah, I've never really.
It requires too much of. I hate games like that. I just can't. You call me, oh, you suck casual. I don't care, bro.
I just that's not my type of game.
I think you could probably chuck the spoilers thing down again, But
we're pretty deep in, but.
Yeah, dude, it's just it's like I've wanted to try Elden Ring. It's just, dude, I don't like games. I don't want to have to play a boss fight for 3 hours just to learn. Like, it's probably cool to like have to actually learn the move set. Like, the only time I've even done anything close to that was Shotgun Farmers with the freaking Chicken Queen. So we're analyzing the attack patterns. The Chicken Queen and Shotgun Farmers. It's like I can get why that'd be kind of cool. But
it's so many hours for so many different bosses.
2 hours of gaming every day after work. Like, and making food in gym and all that. So it's like I don't want to spend half of that learning how to beat a boss, and then the next hour just trying to beat the boss.
and
And then
failing and
and
like
then if I fail and I gotta go to sleep, I come back the next day and I'm all rusty again, and it takes another hour to get back used to the game. It's like I bet it's cool, like based off the world building in the Song of Ice and Fire stuff. I'm sure it's great if he actually however much he was actually involved in it. But I'm
yeah.
just like,
He is of as much as I talk crap about the guy, he's a really good writer. Like he's an incredible writer. He just doesn't finish his story.
yeah, any of them.
He wrote he wrote a super cool universe and then he just didn't finish it. And then he wrote 3 cool self-contained adventures with Dunk and Egg, and it's like, okay, it's cool, self-contained. It's cool. It's
By the way,
it's finished. It's finished, and then he's like, "Well, I have 10 more that I'm not gonna finish." And it's like you could have just had one thing that you were finished with and done with.
You know what's funny?
Like, I've got 13 of them.
The dude got offended by J.K. Rowling winning an award that he didn't win. I don't know why, dude. There are so many feasts in the first Harry Potter book.
He should be pumped. It's
In
literally
fairness,
every meal is a feast.
She doesn't describe the food that well, though.
She doesn't describe the food that much, but
And so
every
that probably
meal.
would offend him.
Literally every
And
meal
there's
is a
no
magical
nipples.
feast. There's
There's
a
no
magical
nipples,
feast for every. That's true.
There's no nipples.
She doesn't describe the grease dripping down their chins and staining their shirts.
Look, I don't even blame him, dude. This made me want to go make
with
a
hunger.
sandwich.
No, it
That
did.
episode-
That
I was
episode,
like,
I was like, I
that
want to go make a
scrambled eggs is so
bacon and egg
good.
sandwich. That was fire.
Oh, egg. Whoop.
Oh,
Yeah. Wait, Joe, hold on. So, I know spoiler things down, but this is a spoiler, but it's a great joke I heard. The funniest part, the funniest joke I heard was like they're talking about egg roasting in a fire, and in this episode we got eggs being cooked.
Yeah,
over a
yeah,
flame.
yeah,
It's a great time. It's a great call.
fantastic. I don't know if it was symbolism, but if it was,
I don't think it was. I think it was just a coincidence, but it was funny.
yeah.
I also do love that Egg just changed his name to Egg. Like he
Yeah.
couldn't think of he was just I guess he was just thinking on the fly and he just dropped a
It's
couple
like,
letters
I'll
off his
just
name.
get Aegon.
Yeah, it's like Obi-Wan Kenobi going Ben Kenobi.
It'd be funny if he just walked around like, I'm Egg Targaryen.
Egg Targaryen.
It's a coincidence. We're not even related. It's just same name. I know. It's common occurrence, I'm sure.
I'm Egg Targaryen. Don't worry, I'm not Aegon.
I'm not Aegon. I don't even know
It's
that
just a
guy.
coincidence that he disappeared.
Look, I'm
I'm
bald.
bald.
He has blonde hair. I'm bald.
Targaryen's got blonde hair, right?
He has-
I don't have blonde hair. I don't have any hair.
I don't know. I'm
My
bald,
pubes are
though.
black.
My
You can check.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm just glad the show doesn't suck.
Yeah, I'm just glad I've watched every episode I've watched so far. I've been like, I enjoyed that. I'm glad I spent my time watching this.
And I've laughed. There's funny
Yeah, it's
moments in every
funny, and
episode.
it's not just them
not a
looking at the camera
comedy.
going, "Huh, look, I'm Thor. I'm stupid."
Cancel stab the dragon she and go, he's right behind me, isn't he?
Yeah, she's just like, "Oh
Disney
shit."
Plus's Night of the Seven Kingdoms, Tansel Too Tall stabs the dragon, and then
Prince,
everyone
Prince, Prince Aaron, son of Makar's right behind me, isn't he?
Arian's right behind me, isn't he? The dragon's literally in the room with us, isn't he?
And when he broke her finger, Egg didn't go, "That's gonna leave a mark."
Oh, that had to hurt.
Oh, that had some zip to it.
And then she didn't defeat Arian in the combat encounter.
Yeah, she didn't beat the piss out of Arian.
That'd be Disney Plus's A Night of the Seven Kingdoms.
He
Dunk would
breaks Dunk's finger and Tansel saves him.
She'd be teaching Dunk how to joust. He's in the room with us right now, isn't he?
It is
Whoopsie
also
Daisy.
a kind of funny, consistent thing in the books is like Dunk he's a good fighter, but he's really bad at jousting. It's like
Interesting.
every joust he's in, he's like, man, I wish this was a brawl. Because every actual fight he's in, you're like, yo, Dunk is the man. And then anytime he's jousting, you're like, this guy sucks. Because the whole time he's in his head, he's like, I'm gonna lose. He's like, I suck at this crap. I'm gonna lose. And then occasionally he'll be kind of confident. He'll be like, I just need to win 1 or 2 and I'll be fine. And then he gets out there. He's like, I'm going to lose. I don't know. I'm cooked.
Well, hopefully he'll be actually jousting. I want to see Lionel joust. I'm ready.
Yeah.
I need more Lionel.
That is something.
That was my main takeaway from this episode.
My main complaint is in the book when they have like the joust before the joust. Lionel has one where like he and the guy he's jousting break 10 lances. Like they have a really sick joust, and then the guy loses, but the dude's dad is still proud of him because he just broke 10 spears against the Laughing Storm, who's like the man.
By the way, that's a great name,
bro. The Laughing Storm. And
what's the lore behind it?
The reason is if he'll be fighting someone who like he thinks is basically like nothing against him. If they touch him at all, he just starts laughing and beats the shit out of him. I wish Daniel Ings was bigger.
I
can't wait to see him fight. If he can, the way he's acted so far, I think he's gonna pull it off.
I just wish he was bigger, dude. It would be.
That is the good thing about the good thing about the armor and the antlers is it'll make him look bigger.
But he's not. You still know what he looks
He's still not big, but it will make him look a little bigger. And also, the other people aren't very big either. In the book, Lionel is the only one that's like at all close to Duncan in size at this tournament, but even he is like several inches shorter.
That would have been interesting.
That
would have been
that would
have been cool.
Yeah, but I still like that. He's just phenomenal.
So is he Robert Baratheon's father?
I think it's his. Hold on.
Or grandfather? I don't know. 100 years, probably grandfather. No, maybe father. I don't know.
His son, I believe, is Ormond Baratheon, and then he is. Wait, what? So Ormond is either his son or grandson, but he inherited Lionel's position, and then
Stephen Baratheon's his father.
Yeah, and then is Robert's father?
Yes.
Yeah, I believe Ormond might be Stefan's son. I don't know. Or Ormond might be Stefan's father, I think. But I don't know. It kind of feels like a lot of parents in a short amount of time.
Great grandfather is what Google AI tells me.
Okay.
Feels like a lot of parents. Yeah, Game of Thrones famous for not people having sex all the time.
Yeah, that's a good point. Plus, I guess at that time it was like, oh, you're 14, you don't have any kids yet, you got to start pumping them out.
Which Robert Baratheon is the king in game. He leads the rebellion. Is that?
Robert leads the rebellion and then becomes king.
Yeah, they do pay with stags, which is interesting. And
yeah, so there's stags,
dragons.
There's dragons, there's
just interesting that it would be even that stags even be a currency. But
it's interesting. I don't know how the currency works. I don't know, but
I think in House of the Dragon, everyone's too rich, so they're all paying with dragons anyway. But
yeah, everyone's
in this one, they're paying with some stags. So
yeah,
but yeah,
and then there's lowly coppers and stuff like that.
It'd be funny if the guy who wins is just the guy who did that sick horse move in the.
The guy. Yeah, that was ridiculous, but it was tough, so I really didn't care.
Who was that guy? Let me look at what kind of sigil is that.
Was that Riesling?
It might. That'd be funny.
Or I don't know what was it. The guy that broke his leg?
If I can describe you as if I can describe a sigil, maybe I can get something out of this. But bro, the only thing it's like I can't. Every time I look at Maekar, he looks too old to me. Because I'm not seeing the blonde. I'm seeing gray.
It looks grayer than it does blonde. Okay.
I'm trying to get this cool shield grab move and try to figure out who it was who was
I'm trying to pull up like a thing with all the knights at the tournament and a picture, but I can't.
Let's see what kind of sigil this guy was working with here. What's he got on? What does his shield look like here? So he grabs the horse, picks up the shield. Oh wait, no, it's the guy who broke his leg. It's the checkered.
Yeah,
It's the
I
checkered
thought
shield.
so, but
Checker. Who's the
are there
checkered?
no true knights among you? I can't wait for that.
Sigil. The Seven Kingdoms. Couldn't think of the freaking show title.
Duncan Egg.
Oh nope, that's just Dunk Shield. Just spoiled for me. Thanks. That was awesome. It's cool.
Oh.
Nice. That just wasn't what I was looking for. Did up. Here's actual an image of the guy's mask. That's nice. Let me pull this up though. I also kind of thought when she killed the dragon that it was maybe like she was mocking him being because he just stabbed the horse in the neck. She's stabbing the dragon in the neck. I don't know that was the goal, but that was what I kind of first thought. Because again, to me, like the reaction he put off, I was like, this is the equivalent of. It does look far more like a dragon when you have a good image of this. Hold on, let me show you this. His helmet here. Where I'm sitting here, I'm like, this is the equivalent of like you're at an Alabama basketball game, and you mentioned killing an elephant, and then they just broke your finger while destroying your tent. Here, look at this image. See, it looks a lot more like a dragon from this angle.
Yeah, that one looks a lot cooler.
But yeah, you can kind of see here the scales going back and kind of the dragon-looking eyes here.
That's also just a cool shot.
Yeah. Well, he's doing the freaking
The Witch
Nazgul,
King sword
the Witch
on
King
fire.
freaking. Dude, imagine what the Witch King would do to this guy though.
Bro.
He'd be cowering, bro. He'd be crying.
Man can kill me.
He'd just be crying, and while the Witch King just sits there and aura farms.
Well, the Witch King would just like make his sword explode in his hand.
The Witch King. Let's pull him up real quick. Just so we can get a little aura for aura here, just to show you the.
I remember my first time watching Lord of the Rings, and I was like, "Oh, bro, Witch King versus Gandalf. This is gonna be fire!" And then his staff just explodes.
It's a little aura for aura off here. I mean, come on now, that's the goat right there.
Oh, show the sword on fire though.
I'm not gonna hunt around and try to find that picture. Oh wait, no, there it is. Oh wait, this is an even cooler one. This is a cosplay though. I won't show cosplay. It's all blurry anyway. Yeah, there's a just for no reason. Just
yeah, he literally didn't use the sword, by the way.
A little blurry, but
yeah, never used the sword in the movie.
While on fire. He didn't even use the sword, period, right?
No,
he was swinging his freaking.
No, he was using the
murder ball of death.
Well, what are the I know this. This is gonna make me angry that I can't remember. I can't remember. I just blanked completely. This is like when you say something and somebody says, "Name one time I did that," and then they just erase your memory.
This could lead to some porn stuff. Flail.
Yes, thank you.
I looked up chain with ball weapon, and I was like, "Oh, this could be a risky search."
Uh-oh.
Yes, it is a flail. By the way, that is what he is discussing. And the one in the movie was cartoonishly large. Yeah. Because they made a giant one, and then Peter Jackson was like, "It's too small."
Yeah.
That's one of the things. That's one of the behind the scenes thing. He just goes, "It's too small."
Just like, just make it bigger. It's the Witch King.
Look at the art on this card. Hold on. I just also got this to come up. Let me show you this real quick. Look at the art on this freaking card here. That's pretty cool.
That's awesome. That's sick.
It does look a little interesting too, but yeah, it just came up and I didn't even know his arms going down here holding the reins, but yeah, that just came up. I was like, I'll just show that real quick as well. Yeah, I mean, I mean, is A Night of the Seven Kingdoms better than Wonder Man? No one will know because no one's watching Wonder Man.
No one will ever know.
uh,
There's
yeah.
really just no way to find out, honestly,
Is it better than
because
Landman? Probably. I don't know. I haven't watched Landman. I haven't watched Landman.
I haven't watched season 2 yet. I'm gonna say so far I like it more, but it's
It
also
was. It
genre
was.
wise, it's more like right up my alley.
It was
Um,
better on. It was number one on Samba TV. Was Landman season 2,
yeah.
which isn't that much of a surprise. But like Stranger Things wasn't even on there, and that was only like a week after the release when those numbers were taken from, which was interesting to say the least. Also, that just died. No one's talking about that anymore.
Nope. It was
That
like
that that that
it was like it had the
schizo episode.
huge swell of the what conformity gate, and
The
then
schizo, yeah,
yeah, and then like
just
two
died.
days two
Didn't
days
happen.
after that was supposed to happen,
Obviously,
I
the
literally
schizo
never
didn't
heard about
happen,
it again.
and it died. No one's talking about Stranger Things anymore.
Nope.
Just like
It's gone.
Avatar, which no one ever talked about, but now it's
No one
definitely not getting talked
ever
about.
talked about it. It's
And it made about $1 billion
the
less.
forgotten release of 2025. I
Just
think
put
I'll
up.
call it the movie no
Okay,
one
bro.
remembers in my title.
Can we talk about how they were like after the first movie, they were like people are killing themselves because they can't go live on Pandora? Are we sure that people weren't just killing themselves because the movie sucked?
I think what it was is they were like, "Yo, these VFX are so cool. If only this movie had like a more complex and good story."
Then they
That
got
was,
depressed.
and then they got depressed and committed suicide. Because think about it this way: if you had a story that was as complex and as like fascinating and impressive as the visuals are, it would be probably the greatest movie of all time. If you could have VFX to the level and quality that Avatar does with
So
a
you're just
story
describing Return of the King
with
right
a story that
now.
just describing Lord of the Rings. But
you're,
that's
you're
what I'm
just
saying is like
describing the flex them again. Just a reminder.
the
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
caliber of movie that you would have if the story matched up with the VFX. We see it, bro. We see the Blu-ray extended.
Sorry, bro.
We
I'm just
see
hitting a spread.
it.
Hitting the movie spread, bro.
Little chili spread.
Yeah. Oh wait, there was one thing I want to talk about. If I can even find the tweet. The top selling comics of 2025.
Was it
It's
Ironheart? I'm gonna go out on a limb and assume it wasn't Ironheart, but
it's honestly the list makes you laugh when you see it.
yeah, that doesn't shock me. I fear
Just because there's a small pattern. This. Yeah, this is the top 50, but yeah, this is a funny list. No, Ironheart. Well, Ironheart didn't get any new comics this year, so that doesn't,
true. That's what's
that
holding
doesn't
it
really
back.
help.
They just don't
So
have
this
faith in their best character.
so this is by units sold, and I believe this is an estimate because thanks to Ironheart, ironically, they don't report comic sales anymore. Um, so so there's a little bit of a
'Cause it's
pattern
so
here that's
good.
going on. So we got Batman. Invincible. What a tragic number 4. DCKO, Absolute Batman, Absolute Flash, Absolute Batman, Absolute Batman, Absolute Batman, Absolute Batman, Absolute Batman, Batman number 2, Absolute Batman, Absolute Martian Manhunter, Absolute Batman Annual, Absolute Batman, Ultimate Wolverine. This is the first Marvel comic, by the way, that doesn't have a DC character in it. Because technically Marvel did have the number 1.
Yeah,
But it was
Deadpool and
Deadpool and Batman. And by the way, that's why this one's Batman Deadpool, because DC made this one.
Yeah.
Anyway, where were we? We were at Ultimate Wolverine. Yeah, not a great year for comics. Marvel's only non-Batman related characters, number 22. After that, it's Absolute Batman, and then you get to Spider-Man, by the way, which is like insane that Spider-Man is that massacred, but whatever.
Yeah.
Absolute Green Lantern, Absolute Evil, Batman. Whatever this is, congrats to them. Absolute Superman, Absolute Batman, Batman Hush 2. Apparently, Hush 2 happened last year.
We all remember
Absolute
that.
Martian Manhunter, Absolute Wonder Woman, Godzilla versus Spider-Man,
How
Absolute
does
Superman, Absolute Batman, Marvel Rivals #1, Ultimate Spider-Man, Fantastic Four, Absolute Wonder Woman, DCX Sonic the Hedgehog. Look, congrats to Absolute Batman.
this is like how
I've
Sinners had
read the first
16
half.
nominations this year. It's like it's the best thing in a year of garbage. That's like Absolute Batman is one of the better, more creative things in a year of garbage.
I don't even. It's not even that creative.
No, it's just like what if Batman
DC
murdered
it's
people and
DC
was super
doing the
big?
no. It's literally DC doing the Ultimate Universe 20 years after Marvel did the Ultimate Universe. They were
Yeah.
like, oh, people like the Ultimate Universe. We'll do that.
Yeah.
And like I've read it. It's all right. I haven't read up to most recent data. I stopped like 7 or 8, and I was like, it's all right. It's not even in the top 100 Batman comic storylines in my opinion.
Yeah.
Could I name 100? No, that was probably a bit of sarcasm, probably a bit of hyperbole there.
Name 500 Batman comics right now, bro. Okay, casual.
Batman.
Okay,
okay.
casual.
No,
okay,
I actually got
casual.
this. All right, ready? Batman 1, Batman 2, Batman 3, Batman #4, Batman #5. In fairness, if I count it up from there, I can at least get because 400's where year 1 starts. So I could probably get
You
the
could
500
crank
issues.
out.
But
Yeah, that's fair.
yeah. All right, but I can't do that. All right, and also Detective Comics 1, Detective Comics 2, Detective Comics 3, Detective Comics 4. So I can't actually do that in your face, Gun Bros. I don't know why
That's
I'm
fair.
going after Gun Bro. I guess these are absolute bros. That's who.
Absolute bros.
Yeah, I don't, dude. Absolute
All
Batman was
8 of
for
them.
is, I don't know. It's like it's for the people who like are trying to claim that they're super into comics. They're just buying it, and it's kind of cool. Look, if you enjoy Absolute Batman, I'm not gonna sit here and be like, "Oh, you're a bad person." You're probably not. I'm glad you're enjoying something. I thought it was all right.
I'm glad you can enjoy a current comic book.
It's pretty impressive, to be honest. That's an impressive feat. No Daredevil on here, by the way. Which like, I know Daredevil's sales were never like always the top, but it
But
was
it's like one of the coolest.
it's
comics.
probably the only thing that's been consistently good. I mean, it's not anymore, but it was consistently good up until 2019, 2021.
Which no one reads comics after then anyway.
When did Chip Zdarsky take over? When did Chip Zdarsky do Daredevil? Let's see. Daredevil was pretty consistently good until 2019, when Chip Zdarsky took over. And I'm not violently opposed to Chip Zdarsky's Daredevil. It's just
It's the
where
worst
it's
Daredevil.
it's just where it starts to go bad. And I'm not a big fan of Mark Waid's, but it's still pretty good compared to. It's better than the Zdarsky Daredevil run and Devil's Reign, because Elektra Daredevil is stupid.
Because she's Elektra.
I mean, the suit looks. I won't sit here and be like, "Oh, this sucks." The suit looks kind of cool, but it's Elektra. They're interesting. There were interesting ideas in Chip Zdarsky's Daredevil. It just sucked. I don't know what else to say. It just wasn't that good. But it was like it's always been a notable. It's been like a joke between Daredevil, like people going through Daredevil. He does have an interview on, I believe it's Chip Chat was the podcast Chip Zdarsky used to run, where he talked with Charles Soule, which that was kind of interesting. Yeah, I mean, the suit's kind of cool, but that's about all it has going for it.
The suit's cool.
Oh. That's so cool. That's it. That's about the only. There's some cool ideas, but it's like this joke that Daredevil writers always leave the next guy taking over with just a terrible situation. Like Mark Waid left Charles Soule with just so basically everyone knows Matt Murdock's Daredevil and he lives in San Francisco and his girlfriend's the worst. That's, in fairness, it's probably the best scenario anyone's ever got left with. I think Bendis left. I can't remember the exact order, but everyone always leaves Daredevil in a terrible spot when they take over. Charles Soule killed Daredevil. Like that's where Zdarsky took over. Was Daredevil was like dying in a hospital bed, or maybe arrested. It was one of those two. I don't remember, but it was interesting to say the least. And then I think Zdarsky. I can't even remember, dude. It all kind of blurs together. The Soule Zdarsky runs, which Charles Soule's were better, but Zdarsky's it was a choice. There was certainly a choice. Daredevil goes to prison at one point as Daredevil. which is kind of interesting, but also kind of weird. I don't know. It's weird. They gave him an orange mask for he was wearing an orange jumpsuit and he also had an orange mask.
Yeah, that's interesting. I guess it would make sense with if they set the once they set the precedent that like superheroes can testify as their
It made
superhero
sense
self.
in that
It makes sense,
concept.
but it's
It's just
still
funny to me that they
like a
made him a custom mask.
yeah. They're like, hey, we got you with the drip, bro.
Oh, no, don't get me wrong. Some of the images you get from it are kind of cool, but like, I mean, that's because Daredevil, though. Like, you got this, like,
Yeah,
just
no, that's just super cool.
it's just a little weird that they were like, all right, well, since you're going to prison, we'll make sure to get you the orange jumpsuit mask. We got a lot of those sitting around.
We got plenty of them. Don't worry.
Yeah. Oh, what was it? So hold on. I think Charles Soule killed. Yeah, but then he took over, and then Daredevil gets out, and that's where I think it's Cole North, who was technically in Born Again, but didn't do anything.
Mm-hmm.
He comes in and he leads the anti-vigilante task force. I can put this. I'll put this into MCU terms for you here. He comes into from Chicago, so apparently Chicago is so bad, even in the MCU world, that he was the one most trained to come track down superheroes
Daredevil in California.
No. Well, no, they're in New York.
Okay, still.
He goes. So Charles Soule sent him back to New York because Charles Soule was like, San Francisco's lame. And I like it when Matt Murdock has a secret identity, so we're just gonna do that. Charles Soule's also a lawyer, so that's why some of the courtroom stuff is actually really good in his thing. And it set up Mayor Kingpin. He didn't really explain Mayor Kingpin, which probably was gonna always kind of screw them over from the start here. I was also weird because they brought in Mike Murdock, which was like an old comic excuse for how Matt Murdock. But here's an image of Daredevil in court. Yeah, it's just funny because Mike Murdock is like, because back when there was an era for comics where it was like they were like giving weird reasonings to people as to like how no one knows their secret identity, and he was like, I have a twin brother. His name is Mike, and he can see. But he wasn't actually real. And then they use it's like the Reader or something. It's a really weird character. And anything he reads, he can bring to real life. And he reads about Mike Murdock and makes him real. Essentially, it's super weird.
He should make Gandalf real.
That'd be kind of cool. He's got kind of a cool suit rocking here. It was the Reader, by the way. I sniped it.
Attaboy.
Pull up the Reader here. Probably would have made a more interesting show than Wonder Man.
That is kind of cool.
Yeah, he's also blind, I believe. Yeah, he has like fast action, like braille, like cards that's like on his belt or something, so you can just whip one out and like read it in braille, and then so it's like a weapon. It's kind of weird, but it's kind of an interesting concept.
That's cool.
Having just a fast action.
It just says like knife and braille. He's like
nuclear bomb.
Gun.
Well, he's blind. He wouldn't open his eyes.
Well, okay. Gun.
Well, his eyes would be open the whole
Gun.
time. Yeah. Yeah, Daredevil. This is just an excuse to rant more about Daredevil. So, what else Charles Soule did? Muse. Anyway, we'll move on. We don't have to talk more about Muse.
I think Muse was never in live action.
Dude, I can't believe we have 2 more seasons of Born Again. We got 2 more seasons.
Yeah, cut that out, bro. No, we don't. No, we don't.
Yeah, we do. We do, though. We do. We do. We must never let them forget that they made 3 seasons of Daredevil Born Again, and it sucked. Never let them forget that there's 3 seasons before this that
were
don't
already
suck.
amazing. They could have just taken the template from the other seasons and changed the stuff that happened, and it wouldn't have been horrible.
Yeah, they could have just made it not suck. That'd be cool.
They could have just like
that would have been pretty sick.
When they sat down and wrote it, instead of making it like super bad and horrible, they could have just made it good.
There's an idea.
I know. That crazy pitch. Crazy
No,
pitch.
this guy's cooking.
But okay, so in the future, when we write superhero shows, we make them good instead of dog ass.
Ooh, so when we give them superpowers and everyone likes heroes because they're selfless and they want to help people, we should make them an actor. We make them so that they want to be an actor because people love actors because they're self-centered and only care about themselves and don't want to help people. People love actors.
No, but when they accept their awards, they'll say something about a currently popular political issue that makes them look like, they're on the side, they're, helping out the little guy, but they don't actually do anything.
But here's what you don't understand, though. Here's what you don't understand. Batman agrees with my political beliefs.
Batman agrees with my politics.
Superman
the
likes
craziest
the
one I saw
was
it was like Dr. Doom wouldn't have supported Ice.
It was no,
and it was like, bro,
someone made a freaking comic art of Dr. Doom like killing an ice guy.
Yeah, and then there's a video of a guy that was like,
dude,
bro,
Dr.
he
Doom
like
was the
kicked
king
people
of
out of Latveria. He was a dictator who like only Latverians were allowed there. Like
I hate to let you know, Black Panther is probably pretty pro ice. He lives in an isolationist
ethno state.
Yeah, dude, I hate seeing those where it's like Superman agrees with what any side of it, dude. It's like in Republican or Democrat. They're like, well, here's the deal. Punisher would kill these people because I don't like them and he's cool like me. Or Punisher would kill these people. And it's just like, bro,
it's like, just let Punisher
like when someone like Punisher would be murdering ICE, and then the next person's like, no, Punisher would be murdering illegal immigrants. I'm like, I think Punisher would probably be killing pedophiles.
Yeah, I think he'd be killing like pedophiles and rapists.
Like a hit.
Yeah, no, he'd be unredacting and murdering everyone on that list.
We did get a new Epstein file drops. It's like 3 million of them. So that's big. I think it was Bill Gates was like the main. It was Bill Gates and Elon Musk were like the two big. Elon Musk is funny because he was like begging to get invited on the island, and they kept telling him no.
Yeah, bro. It's like, can I come play? Can I come play?
For anyone who needs who wants more information on it, and trying to figure out what's good information, what's bad, CoffeeZilla's got a video where he made it. He's got to expose the Logan Paul scam. He's got a video going over some of them, so I'd recommend that because there's so much misinformation about this Epstein list. But the Elon Musk stuff's so funny, dude, because he's sitting there like emailing Jeff. It's literally those memes where everyone's like, just say you and the Steen weren't close like that. That's what Elon Musk is probably getting those memes like, man, he's right, dude. Like he's sitting there emailing, he's like, yo, Big Steen, what's up? Mind if I come hang out on the island for some wild parties? And Jeffrey Epstein's like,
Jeff,
oh, hey, Elon, I'd love to have you around, but I'm busy today, man.
Hey, sorry, bro. I already got something going on.
Dude, I saw a meme. It was the clip from Megamind where they're picking teams for dodgeball, and they pick the girl who's walking with the crutches.
And it was Stephen Hawking.
It's Epstein picking Stephen Hawking to come to the island. And the only other funny thing, and this probably goes on the misinformation because I honestly don't have any idea, by the way, about it's like Michael Jackson they keep showing up in images, and I think a lot of people I haven't looked. I'm not sitting here and gonna say he was guaranteed on the island, but it's so funny to me that people just are so adamantly opposed to the idea that he was, where he was like, I'm just like. Look,
he kind of had a whole thing.
That's kind of, I don't know. It's kind of like 2 for 2 now. Like
we kind of had a thing about this already.
Why this is so hesitant to be believed?
Maybe not. I like the Thriller's still good, but
here's the deal, dude. I don't want anyone to be on the Epstein list. I'd love it that this was just some all big masquerade. Like anyone who's like, man, I really hope Trump's on the Epstein list. That's kind of weird. I really hope some child was raped.
It's like I really hope
I'd prefer
all fake, but
yeah, exactly. I'd love if none of this happened. So I don't hope anyone's on the.
I'd really prefer there's not like thousands of child rapists influencing society.
Yeah,
I'd prefer
that'd be great. Well, I mean, you want to talk about we're gonna go talk about.
No,
let's get crazy up in here. Well, here's the deal about the Targaryens, all right?
Think about Targaryens. They're banging their sisters. They're banging 9-year-olds.
Targaryens are controlling the weather. They run the
Targaryens run everything.
Raise the interest rates.
I'm telling you, the
Westeros.
The Baratheons are clipping their coins. They're clipping the edges of their coins.
That's great. 3 billion to Westeros.
300 billion stags to Dorne.
300 billion golden dragons to Westeros.
5 billion gold dragons to King's Landing.
But yeah, dude, the Elon Epstein stuff was like,
It's so
yeah,
fun.
but dude,
It's
like, I think that's where I think Punisher would probably be going after the
like
pedophile.
the
Probably
pedophiles.
start at the most extreme, and then he can make his political decisions once he's killed all the other criminals. But everyone's
Yeah.
like, no, X superhero agrees with my political beliefs.
Yeah. And also, just generally, I don't think Punisher's going to be murdering anyone who's just following orders, as he was a Marine who did a lot of stuff that he regrets.
I think it depends, but
Anybody who's just following orders that, like, it's not
to be honest, I don't
murdering
think
little kids.
Punisher's in New York City. He's probably not going around to Minnesota to be involved in ice protest. He's probably killing like the turbo murderers.
Yeah, he's killing rapists. He's the Punisher. He's murdering rapists. Keep
Like,
going,
I get
bro.
that some cops were using the Punisher symbol. Like, that's not really a thing. Like, why we don't gotta change it? All right, that's not. Like, Chris Kyle was using it too, all right? It's because it looked cool. They weren't sitting there like,
it's because it's cool, bro.
it's because it's a skull, dude. All right, it looks cool.
It's a skull, and
just 'cause
Punisher is cool. Like, it's quite
you don't have to
literally
do a
that
story. You don't have to
simple.
apologize and then do the storyline where it's like, now Punisher's gonna go murder all the evil cops. Like, I guess he can, but like at the same
Sure,
time,
or he could
let's
just
just-
like kill. Like,
we don't gotta
horrible
make a big
people.
deal out of it. Punisher could just be killing criminals because it's what he does.
Yeah, you don't have to like apologize for your character.
Yeah, let's stop this X superhero agrees with
I don't
my
know. That's like
political
it's like
beliefs.
if Epstein was like, I'm gonna use the Superman logo, and then the DC was like, we have to change this logo because now Superman's associated with raping kids. Like, that's
Okay, well, it depend. It depend. If it was just like on the island, maybe if that
if
that
like
statue was
on
like the
that on
Daily
the
Planet.
if the
that, like,
helipad was like a
temple.
big Superman S instead of
There are some images where it's just like the raping was happening in a DC massive Superman
like,
shrine,
Justice League Hall of Fame.
and the big Stein was wearing Superman cosplay.
We might have to
We
talk
might.
about it.
I think Superman would maybe go on the back burner a bit.
Yeah, maybe drop some Batman movies.
Bro, you know who's lucky they weren't popular back then? James Gunn. He would have been on the island if he was
He would have
popular.
been there, bro. He would have been there. As long
I'm
as
glad
one...
I'm glad he wasn't popular back then because he would have
Yeah.
been on the island, bro.
Yeah,
We know he would have, bro.
as long as somebody can cuck me, I'm happy.
We know. Well, yeah, he probably would have brought his wife to the island. He would know.
Yeah, as long as one of those kids can bang my wife.
Yeah, dude, that was let's
Anyway,
not do
that
this.
got off the rails.
Let's not do Spider-Man's gonna help round up illegal immigrants, or Spider-Man's helping free illegal immigrants. Like,
Yeah,
I think
just
he's
let
probably
superheroes
got
be
bigger fish to fry.
superheroes.
I think he's got bigger fish to fry right now.
That also, like, I don't know, anything where they try to make a statement about like the current political climate, it also just ages like whatever media.
Oh,
is.
you think you're not going back and watching Mickey 17?
No, well, honestly,
You mean the boys isn't gonna be popping off in
that's
30
what
years?
I'm saying is like all the stuff that's like current climate.
That
you know,
freaking Mussolini show where he goes,
commentary.
"Make Italy great again."
Yeah, it's like what?
All the fascists in there just walking out with MAGA hats.
Yeah, well, and it's like it's also, you have a period piece set in whatever year and you make the cast like a modern Californian cast. It's like
Only good thing God of War's got going so far.
yeah, it has a good cast that makes sense for the period. It's not
We'll
trying
see
to
if it's
do
actually
like
any good. It won't be.
yeah.
Yeah, we don't got Travis Scott,
brother.
Lapita. I'm
And,
sorry. I'm not gonna say her name.
and listen, the thing is, I'm not here going the whole Odyssey cast should be all white guys. It should be Greek people. It should be Greek people or people that can pass for a Greek or somewhere around there in the region. It should be Greek people. Sure, it's Matt Damon. I think Matt Damon will be a good Odysseus. Whatever. Who gives a shit? But if we're gonna complain about like who are they casting? It should be people that would be Greek or close enough.
But then I can't be racist about it. I need them to be white people.
Right.
Let's get Ryan Gosling Black Panther. In Doomsday.
Bro,
Let's make it happen.
It
Dude,
would be funny though. It would be funny
I
though.
think there is a I think it's almost 20% chance that we get Ryan Gosling Black Panther in Secret Wars. I wouldn't put it at a high percentage,
funny.
but it would not shock me.
It would be
They
the
are so
funniest
desperate.
thing ever.
They are so desperate. I don't think the chances are. I think the chances are greater than
They're
zero.
not
that we could
zero.
Get,
Yeah, there's
that
a
we could
non-zero
get Ryan
chance that we
Gosling
could
Black
have
Panther,
Ryan
which would be
Gosling.
the funniest thing ever, dude.
It
Would find
literally
it
be
funnier
the
if we
best thing
got
ever.
Tropic Thunder RDJ as Black Panther, but
that and
that they
and
won't
Doom.
do. That they won't do.
That would be. Yeah.
That's one of the best. That's one of the best Infinity War memes of Thanos about to punch Iron Man. He's like, "I get tired of dealing with you people," and then it cuts to him without the mask. It's like, "What do you mean, you people?" And it's Tropic Thunder RDJ. It's just Thanos canceled for racism.
Yeah.
All right, so rounding it out, Ryan Gosling,
Black
Panther
Panther
in Secret
confirmed.
Wars.
Confirmed. It's going
Guaranteed.
to happen. Guaranteed.
Daniel
100%.
RPK breaking Ryan Gosling, Black Panther happening. Here's my Patreon for
Here,
confirmation.
I found it on
$1 million.
I found it on misinformation.com. Ryan Gosling is confirmed Black Panther.
It's like when Jamie Foxx is confirmed to be alive by a Live magazine.
Like what?
Because there was that theory that he died, and then like the first news that posted a picture of him alive was Alive magazine.
Yeah,
it's
it's
like, all right, bro.
Guys.
You're not fooling anyone here, big dog. That'd be like Jeffrey Epstein popping up in Confirmed Not Child Rapist magazine. It's like, that's a little weird that that's a magazine title.
That's weird. Are we sure that's a real
Elon
magazine?
Musk Elon Musk did not go to the island magazine. Confirms Elon Musk was not on Epstein Island.
He never reached out via email.
Multiple times.
Several times begging.
Once a year.
Hey man, Jeff, I know you're probably busy or whatever, but like I don't know.
When you get added to
It's like
Fortnite,
the video, like the stuff Corbin was saying, where it's like when I open my Facebook every few months, and it's like, let's grab a beer sometime. Just let me know. Get back to me.
yeah. When did they add the big Jeff to Fortnite?
Big Eps.
You know he's coming. You know he's on his way.
Big Eps in Fortnite.
Jeffrey Epstein is
confirmed.
going to be in Fortnite, bro.
It's only a matter of time. And it's
again, I would put it I think somehow slightly lower than Ryan Gosling showing up in Secret Wars as Black Panther, but I still think greater than zero. Just because it's Fortnite, we have to confirm it's larger than 0%.
Yeah, I don't think the chances are like.
bundle.
I don't think the chances are insanely low.
The question is, how many V-Bucks is the Epstein bundle going to be?
That's tough because you got to compare it to other big stuff. It's like,
is it a gold skin? Are we looking at 2,200 V-Bucks?
Are we looking? Is it going to be more or less than the Kim Kardashian skin? These are the things that we got to think about. Compare it to the Green Ranger. Where are we at here? Compare it to
Peter Griffin,
Godzilla, Peter Griffin.
Ezio,
Butters. I don't know.
Is South Park in Fortnite?
Yeah.
All right, Epstein definitely is getting at it to Fortnite,
Epstein.
bro.
It's
only a
5
matter of
years,
time.
bro.
Once they're out of every IP, we will get Diddy and Epstein.
We're
in
gonna get an Epstein season where the map is Epstein's Island. That's next update.
Chapter 10, season
Chapter
10
10,
is the
season
Big
10.
Steen season.
Big Steen's Island. There's gonna be like
Big S.
the temple, the
Loot
helipad,
Lake is gonna be the temple.
like all the drop spots. Hawking's room. You got like
Hawking's hangout.
you got the like the
Midget motors.
you've got the tilted temple or something.
Gates getaway.
Oh, was it? I don't know. So, I was trying to think of something with beaches, but I couldn't think of anything kid related that started with a B.
Oh.
Hey,
All right.
hey, just saying, if Epstein's Island gets added to Fortnite, think about a whole new generation of kids going to Epstein's Island.
All right, let's go ahead and we're gonna round it up there.
All right,
that's what we're gonna end it on.
That's
With
the
that being
end of this
said.
episode of Subjectively Correct. Go watch The Night of the Seven Kingdoms. This is what happens when we don't have a topic. This is what happens when we have like 30-minute episode to talk about.
That might be your new most insane joke. I think you somehow managed to do it. You surpassed Orgy Feast.
Surpassed Orgy Feast with
That's
Epstein's Island.
insane that you just said that.
Hey, bro.
No, it's specifically the last thing you said. That was insane.
Hey, a whole new generation of kids. Dude,
you just
if you go back and watch the stream, you'll
check
probably
out
see
all the links.
You'll probably see the moment my eyes light up when I thought of the joke.
All the links in the description. Spotify, it's on there. I don't know what to say. Just end it. We're done.
Yeah.
Bye.
See you next.
Adios.
We're back. We're back.
Dude, because I just remembered part of the files that dropped, these new 3 million files, it was literally found that Jeffrey Epstein was buying V-Bucks. Like, that was in the files.
Leaked Jeff Epstein coming to Fortnite in the
Post-credit
big
scene.
2-6.
Post-credit scene reveal. Yeah. All right. Sorry. That was too insane that I had to bring it back up.
I had to pull it back up. All right. Well,
all right,
we'll see
now
you
we're done.
next
We're done
week.
now.
Thank you
We're
for
done
watching.
now.